We're starting the
This
recording
is
right now,
quality
and this
content.
is the.
You've said that 7 times now.
But I know it's actually started right now. I clicked the button, and this is our first episode of D&D Generates, which starts out exactly how it probably should, as a
As a
fucking
fucking
mess.
Duncan's fire.
Yeah,
It's
just
amazing.
lit above. I am. I guess I'll use my actual name and not my last name. So I'm Tristan. I'm gonna be the
God, I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that too. That was a bit weird.
It's
Yo, I'm
true.
calling you Tristan from now on.
You're not
I
allowed.
can't do that. That's kind of weird. I'm not doing that.
We're just gonna refer to me as my
I'm gonna
last
make
name.
it
We're just gonna slip the fuck up, and it's just like I know his full name. That's fair.
It's right now. You're already sold out.
I
Apparently.
can't call you Tristan. That's weird.
No, yeah, you're right.
You just did it. I'm gonna do
I know,
it.
it's
I'm
weird.
gonna keep doing it, and I'm
I
doing
can't
it
do it.
throughout the trip too.
I'm gonna do it. All right. Anyways, we'll start at the top here. Hubbard, introduce yourself and your character.
You just introduced me. I am Hubbard. I am playing the character
That's
Carmine
introduction.
Wisely, aka Lifeline.
Well, it used to be Blood Razor when he was at D&D,
We don't
but we'll
talk
talk
about
about that history. There.
He's grown up now.
Don't talk about that.
All right, Lou, introduce yourself and your character. And you're like, oh, well, you said my name too. Well, fucking repeat.
All right, look, listen. I'm Ludwig. They all call me Lou. My character is Lacerate, who's a symbiote. His real name is Kareem.
All right, moving next, Ely.
I hate all of this. I'm playing Vega, aka Vanguard.
Okay. What's their powers? Ely?
I guess you'll find out in this episode. Fuck you. Let's go.
Keeler.
It's your boy, Dr. Cooler, PhD not included. I'm playing Triage today. He is a healer using life force. So he's going to be healing himself and other people, hopefully not killing children.
Yes. And
Ominous.
my brother himself, Kyle. Introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Kyle, aka Tyr. Also, I play Penumbral, who is Gabe, and I am Darkness, and that's all you need to know.
And he's like this on Kyle YouTube
Batman.
right now. So monotone. Man, you going to sing us Fireflies next?
Well, with
I
that,
could.
we will give a recap of what happened previously. Well, this is the first episode of D&D Generates. It is not the first episode of Heroes, as previously on whatever I have not been able to name this and at all. I haven't figured out a name besides Soups. We just stuck with that. We started out
Soups.
We started out with a very young group of friends at the time, all getting along, doing some vigilante shenanigans, and that slowly, progressively got so much worse throughout the course of almost like a month of time, where they interacted with one of their buddies' cult brothers, and that caused some strife between the members of Lacerate and Triage. Then they were wandering about the city themselves whenever they interacted with a actual serial killer that went by the name of Killer Shrike, which also ended up having them end up in a giant prison, a mega super prison that had them escaping, which kind of gave a heel turn to Penumbral, who worked with the biggest bad inside of this universe, Entropy. We have our major hero, who has just decided to disappear off the face of the planet, Captain Lincolnia, at like the worst time. And there was and I think I can get in trouble for this, but a 9/11 attack in the middle of the city that took down the San Francisco Tower.
And there goes the monetization.
There goes the monetization. It's just a name. And they'll come back for me later, I'm sure. And that led off to Most of Dice, which is this version's, well, at least this world's version of the Justice League. And most of them died, except for their second in command, Terraform, who was gravely wounded whenever they detained Entropy. It left a lot of our characters with this overwhelming PTSD that, hey, why are we detaining these heroes? Not detaining these heroes, but villains, whenever they can do things like take millions of people's lives in a single go. And Entropy had only been free for like 3 days. If that summarizes everything in a super condensed format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as we can remember from a year ago. So
Yeah. With that in mind, we will start out with a panning view of the city as we zoom in on this young Korean American man. I'll grab a whole
Never started with Carp.
asset, drag open. There we are. And then I will share this. As he is
I'm gonna
walking.
play in a quick disclaimer.
What?
That's right.
Ooh,
Quick
nice.
disclaimer. If you hear me talk,
I cannot understand a word you are saying.
Oh, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
You
Very
sound
vaguely.
far, but
All right, it's probably because I'm outside. Well, I'll just talk louder. I was just gonna say if you hear noises in the background, I'm at work still playing D&D.
Got it. Sounds good.
Man.
And over
Tip,
this
guys.
panning view, you watch as he is walking down the street, a suitcase in hand. And so begins. My name is Logan Young. I live in San Francisco Gardens, North 45th Street, on the 6th floor. I am 34 years old and work as an employee for the Superpowered Marketing Agency, better known as the SMA. He makes a right down the block. As he does so, he goes further and further down the street and catches on to a path between a group of civilians. Through a careful diet, yoga, and calisthenics, I remain spry and alert. During lunch, once a month, I allow myself a treat. A local hot dog chain that has of recently satiated my palate. As he opens up the door and steps inside the chain of glizzy gobblers and takes a seat. Puts his hands on the table. The idea that heroes or villains exist does annoy me as much as having powers myself does. I do not like to use them. In fact, I'm appalled by my frequent and judicial use, but it cannot be helped. There is an idea of Logan Young, an agent of the government, a figment, really. Logan Young is no more real than thoughts hidden in daydreams. When people see me, they see something that they think they can compare lifestyles to. That you can feel the warmth on my skin is a reminder that I am there. When in reality, I simply am not. So,
You're not
Carmine,
just televisions. This is the Twilight Zone.
as you hear the bell ring above the door. It's been a rather slow day on this decidedly quiet Wednesday afternoon. One of the hostess goes up to this young man that has been coming in time and time again, month after month at this point. Sits down, orders the same hot dog as usual, and you watch as a bus pulls up from behind and children come screaming out. Your boss screams out to you, "Hey, Carmine, I'm going to need you to come up here and take some orders as well." As a teacher steps forward and starts getting the kids corralled into different booths and whatnot. With Leyline has been working with Ellen, as she has figured that if she's to set a model, that she can't simply rely on her rich family to pay for everything, even though she actually just does not want to be there at all.
I head right up there, boss. I gotta finish off this last glizzy.
Wow, I hate that.
Wow, you hate that.
Insane.
What did you hate?
Glizzy gobblers. You just gotta fit on shop is less glizzy.
Yeah.
That entire
Yes,
interaction,
that
really.
that whole thing right there. And
Carmine,
okay,
Sorry,
as you
Carmine's gonna finish the last hot dog and head to the front of the quarters.
okay, you can see the man there, and he looks rather calm as he sets up his suitcase on top, waiting for his food. And he looks back at the children and looks back over to you as you approach up, and goes, "A rather busy day, isn't it?"
yeah, usually we're pretty slow on Wednesdays, but this is a welcome change.
He takes an on and goes, "Yeah, I only have one stop for my work today." As he taps the top of the suitcase.
This must be a slow day for you as well.
Generally, as such. And the teacher comes walking up and looks over and is like, "I hate to interrupt, but I need 22 orders of whatever the most generic hot dogs you have." She looks back at the children all.
A naked glizzy coming up right away.
Yes, ma'am. I can get you our basic glizzy. It comes for $4.50, but if you'd like to upgrade for a combo meal for an additional 75 cents, it comes with drinks and fries.
Whatever. Their parents are paying for this. She slams her head on the table. We take them to $4.50 for a basic glizzy. Hyperinflation. She puts her hand on the table and she seems frustrated. It's like, we went to the memorial. You got to see. God, is this stressful? And she takes a seat. You watch as Logan turns his eye over to her and then stretches out his hand. "Did you lose anyone in the attack?" She shakes her head. "No. And then he looks back up at you, Carmine, and over to Ellen as well. "Did you all lose anyone in the attack?"
I didn't lose anyone, but I was, unfortunately, very tied to those events, and I was nearby at Ground Zero when it happened. But I'm sorry, I can talk about it more on my break. And then Carmine yells back to the kitchen, 28 naked glizzies, all the fixins.
As you guys get the hot dogs prepared and ready for the children, the teacher is wandering back and forth, trying to keep an eye on the children, counting back, getting the hot dogs, moving forward. Ellen walks up to you while you're helping taking the orders, and she puts her hand on your shoulder and like shocks you slightly, and she goes,
Kids gotta eat too, Ellen. And we gotta work. So start
don't
flipping hot dog.
don't have to eat. They can just be told that you need to be skinnier. You don't have to be this. You don't need to have.
Is she trauma dumping on you right now in the middle of a fucking 30 order rush?
Ellen, we are in the middle of a rush. We can deconstruct this later, and we definitely need to get you in therapy, but this isn't the time.
She opens her eyes up wide and then goes, "Fine, that's whatever," and continues to transport the hot dogs back and forth to the tables with the kids.
He's gonna yell out to her, "Got a girl, spark plug."
She looks back, and you watch as she runs her hand along the side of the counter, and electricity seems to move along the metal railings below as it travels over towards your direction, and then just stops right short of where you're at.
All right, I get it. Enough with the theatrics.
much as it appears. Could you make me a notice roll, Carmine?
I am somewhat adequate at these now.
We all have something.
Said adequate.
Hey, it was a D4 before.
We no longer need this
The
music.
menacing
music. I got what I wanted from
Literally sounded like you were leading an episode of the Twilight Zone. It was nice. I liked it. It was very well did.
that. I just wanted to start out with something.
Well, it's
almost
showing
like-
that you have telling potential.
All right. You can see that the man that's sitting there with the suitcase kind of looked like he was paying attention whenever the electricity moved across. Like he caught exactly what it was, and then he eats into his hot dog.
Okay. What's Ellen doing?
She is delivering the hot dogs to the children.
Okay. I'm gonna go make my rounds around the table, check condiments and the napkin at the tables, and then as I'm doing that, I'm gonna glance by Ellen and say, "Hey, cool with the powers. The suit is acting a little weird."
She looks over and stares, and then goes, "He looks like the most average-looking person."
Yeah, well, I think he might have caught sight of your little light show.
She shrugs and goes, "People catch the sight of my light show like on a daily basis."
Yeah, that's in costume. We're not in costume.
She looks over. He makes it.
Hey, these provisional licenses don't make us bulletproof.
She puts a hand on his shoulder and then goes, "I've been bulletproof for a while now." And then grins and turns her head, her ponytail fucking hitting you in the face, and then walks around the counter to grab the rest of the hot dogs.
Under my breath, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you spoiled little rich girl.
As the man finishes up the hot dog, he dabs his lips petitely, actually, just like on the sides of his mouth, and then puts the paper napkin down, and then stands up, brushes himself off. He says, "I wish you all a good day," and pushes away from the counter, grabbing a hold of his suitcase.
I'll yell at him. "Thank you for coming to Glizzy Gobblers. We hope to see you again."
Vega, we're going to be picking up with you next.
All right.
For that, I am uncomfortable with how much this guy just looks like an anime version of you, Tristan.
Post that in Discord. I need to see that. Post that in Discord.
That's just distracting me this whole time.
It's been distracting this whole time. Oh, man.
Where are you guys going to
Narcissism
be ending up
grows.
posting all the memes?
So, Vega, today is, as has been the norm for the past every 6 months, when the SMA stops in and it checks in to see what is the progression on either your powers or your brothers, since they know that at least you have powers, as they did previously before even the attack with entropy. They have the varying agents that come in from time to time. There's never the same one. And you hear the knock at the door. We gotta remember what the fuck your parents' names are.
You're absolutely right, because I don't fucking remember.
Let's open up
You know
this
who
very
would probably
subject
remember?
matter, Dr.
Your
Lee.
Bishop would remember.
Yeah, but I don't remember. I don't even remember my fucking brothers' names either.
Yeah, we're gonna click mom. It was something Hispanic. So
I don't think I named my
Just
parents.
recreate them. Just create new ones.
yeah,
No one would have known.
Estella Vega. Dad is the white boy. So we'll call him Steve. No. It was something
Name's
else.
Bruce.
It was like Justin. Vega.
I would have come.
Then
So used
brother, one older, but not the youngest, because you're the oldest.
I am the oldest.
Yeah, brother, second oldest.
Oh, I did. My father.
We'll do.
Michael or Mike.
Mike. Yeah, Michael's fine. Michael.
Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Mikael.
I can't wait to let
Mikael.
play
He's
Vlad again.
Jewish.
Brother. Youngest. And we'll go with Trent. Trent's very fucking. I think I feel off. I'm gonna go Carlos.
Like Trent. That's like no.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would not happen. I know that.
Right, yeah, Trent would have been the fucking like the pitch, and then it would have been like, okay, it's Carlson,
Yeah,
and then that would have been the end of that.
Yeah, the mom would have let no. I just wouldn't even say no. Just yeah. So it's Carlos.
Yeah.
Dad just goes along with it. You hear a knock at the door. And you watch as your dad goes open the door, and his hair has actually gotten gray. Not super
Grayer.
gray, but like a bit more. Like around the edge where his eyebrow, near his ears back. It's actually not coming from the roots, like the center top for some reason. So it's kind of leading up towards the center, but he still has a full head of hair on top of that. He opens up the door. He rolls his eyes actually for a second before he does. He goes, okay. And he shouts up, Vega, Michael, Carlos, get on the couch. You hear your brothers scramble together. One now 14, the other one 12. And they push themselves down the stairs. Their wild hair just kind of in, and they're all not in like what you would say like proper clothes, but like very loose fitting jeans and a bigger t-shirt as they push each other and then scramble down and get onto the couch. Vega, what are you doing as you hear your father yell down towards you?
Like the middle of the day.
Yeah. Well, it's not middle of the day. It is almost about 7 at night, actually.
So Vega's probably holding his fucking motorcycle helmet, about to put it on and go out.
Yeah.
And goes, puts down his motorcycle helmet, and he's dressed in his like fucking pseudo hero gear.
Yeah.
And he starts like taking it off one by a time. He's like, I'll be down in that. He's like taking off the fucking like leather jacket, the gloves, getting the boots off.
Spider-Man vibes. I love it.
Straight up taking his own time. He's not getting down there in any sense of hurry.
Yeah. As Estella, your mother, comes and hits on the door. Vega, we have a guest. Get down there. Now.
Yeah. Yes. And then he just looks out the window, thinks for like a hot second, and goes,
It's been 5 minutes. Quicker.
He opens the door and he picks up his mom and he goes, and just throws her over her shoulder. It's like, yes. As he's walking down, she's like smacking the shit out of him.
Yeah, she is.
He's like,
Hitting him with
hey,
her
now I
shoe.
can do this now. This is kind of cool. And he starts walking downstairs with his mom over his shoulder.
As you get down there, you can see that it is a man, Korean American. He seems like he takes very good care of himself. And he's sitting there with a suitcase in his lap, and he goes, "My name is Logan Young. I'm part of the SMA. I'm here for your checkup." As he reaches out and shakes the hand of your father, and then looks over at your brothers, and then as you come down the stairs, are you gonna put your mom down?
Yeah, I realize who it is. I'll put my mom down. She probably smacks the shit out of me. Wearing a pair of like fucked up jeans that have been through some shit, and probably just like a random t-shirt, like a beat up t-shirt. Oh, good. Always glad to see you guys around. Still doing nothing? As he goes to take a seat.
He nods his head. If that's how you would like to phrase our work, yes, we're still doing nothing. Have your powers developed any further past the attack of entropy or the little hero?
Yeah. And I'm not a hero. But thank you.
He looks over at your brothers, and Carlos, your youngest, has actually been displaying some powers. Not the same as yours exactly, but almost as if he can bend materials that any material with his mind, and it almost conforms to any shape that he wants. It doesn't matter what the material is, as long as it's inanimate, he can shape it. But the only person that knows about that is you and Michael.
You asking him?
Yeah. So you watch as Young turns over towards them and goes, "Have you two developed any powers recently?" And Michael just shakes his head. No. And Carlos goes along with it. Not anything that I've seen. And he goes, lying to a government agent is a felony.
That's a lot of big words for talking to some fucking teenagers, dude.
He looks over and he goes, "We can never be too careful, especially with powered individuals."
Oh, I'm sure you guys can't. You did such a great job. What, 3 years ago?
Oof.
We do our very best.
Are we done? Can you go home? Can you leave? We've answered your questions, right?
He looks over at your mother and father and goes, "Is he always this hostile? With his powers, I could be a danger."
Oh my god.
The father goes, "No, he's fine. It's just, you know how up and coming young adults are. They want to really state their independence." And your mother kind of squeezes your leg and smiles. "No, he's a good boy." You watch as he scribbles onto his pad and looks up and pushes up his glasses. And he goes, "Well, you all take care of it. I have the information that I need." And he goes, "Keep an eye on your carbon dioxide monitors, right? There's been way too many deaths recently." As a smile comes up on his face. "And our little hero here, you keep in mind that Dice is always willing to cut out and off."
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. You have a good day, sir.
You all as well. As he steps out into the night and shuts the door behind him.
Fucking gets up and starts to like head to his room.
Estella looks back. "Do you have to always be like that every time they come over?"
And looks back and goes, "Yeah, I do." And then he goes back to. He just like walks to his room, slams the door,
Oh, face.
starts putting on the fucking gear again.
Yeah.
Just like shit. Oh God, why is this? And like locks his storeroom and then jumps out the window.
Gotcha. All right. Next up, we are going to go to Kareem. What'd you say? No God.
Okay.
Are you hurt? That's funny.
Yeah, we
heard
heard that your mic is on, my guy.
That's funny as fuck. Yeah, I hope those first two intros are good. Kareem, as you are walking down the street, doing your normal thing, it's what, like 9:30 at night. At this point, you can hear that there is a struggle going on in the alleyway to your right. It sounds like a man is telling what sounds like another group of younger individuals that, hey, he'll hand them over whatever they want. Just don't take his suitcase.
I'm gonna listen in on the conversation first before I do anything.
Okay.
Roll notice.
Yeah. Actually, so you can make out.
Actually, roll notice.
Yeah, actually roll notice so that you can.
I'm gonna
make
use
out
the
what they're
shit
saying.
out of this.
Nice. Nice.
You can hear them perfectly clear, word for word. The man seems calm as he speaks. He goes, "I'll hand you my wallet," and the other, what sounds like three other voices go, "Of course you're gonna hand us your wallet, or you're gonna get stabbed. That's just how this is gonna be." It's like, okay, and you hear like the shuffling of what appears to be a very fine suit. And he pulls out his wallet and he hands it over to them. And he goes, "All right, you're gonna hand us what's in the suitcase." And he goes, "I can't do that."
Still
Oh man,
listening.
that one request.
I'm still
And he
listening.
said,
I
"Forget
haven't
that."
heard any hostile shit happen yet, so
You watch they yell, "All right, if you don't hand over that suitcase, we're just gonna take it from you." You hear almost like a smack as one of them pushes this person against the wall.
okay. Now I'm gonna intervene.
You can
Hey
see,
guys, what's going on here?
watch as the three turn their heads towards you, and you can see that this man, his glasses on the ground, his suitcase fall flat. He's pinned against the wall, and the three turn towards you. "None of your business."
I just can't help, notice that you guys have this guy, pinned for no
Watch
reason.
one of them point a knife at you and go, "Do you want to get pinned or be a pin cushion?"
You gotta work on your line play.
It's so bad.
that was trash. You're gonna have to work on that one. That's in
Right.
character, by the way.
Yeah. And he starts, the first one furthest away, and he's like, "Grab his suitcase," says the person pinning the one down, as the third individual, the one closest to you, begins to walk towards you. The other two are focused on rambling this man's pockets.
Okay, as he walks up to me, I'm just gonna put my my mask on.
Yeah. And he goes,
yeah.
"Oh, are you gonna pretend to be a superhero now? You think you're gonna do anything?" As he lifts up the knife to go to stab you.
Superhero? I think not. And then I transform right in front of him.
With that, I know you do not have intimidation.
No, I don't.
I'm the only one with intimidation.
Yeah, let me grab.
Negative intimidation.
I'm a cuddly teddy bear. Woohoo!
Yeah.
You get really big when you stumble.
Let's click here, and then I'm going to click It says zombie human. Ignore that.
Zombie human.
It's just a stat block because they don't have very many stat blocks. This one is just pre-built and it works for what I need it to be. He stands there as you transform, and the other three. Let's see how they do.
I was wondering what how I got.
That guy exploded like fucking wild.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the
You
other
got a guy
guy
who shit
that
himself,
had
and
been
another guy who was completely in the phase.
yeah, the guy that was ruffling the pockets of the Korean man runs off immediately the moment he sees you transform. The one standing in front of you and the one pinning the Korean man down both look over and go, whatever, as they he runs at you with a knife, and we will put them into a combat tracker.
Right. Whatever.
Bro,
Here we go, boys. First combat.
Instantly loses to normal humans. That'd be a great
Yeah.
start.
That sounds
That
about right.
would be hilarious.
That sounds about right.
Alright.
A host. I'm useless without a host.
Actually, he's going last in the fucking round, too.
That's
A host.
crazy, bro.
Without a host.
That's crazy. I only see dealing cards, so I don't even see the fucking combat tracker. Look at combat tracker.
No, you can pull up the combat tracker.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
two of
it's
diamonds, bro. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
And
So
so
jump on the other dude and power him up. Sorry, I missed some of that. I was looking for that time.
Yeah, hit him with the stop hitting yourself.
just takes over. Yeah.
Well, no,
So,
I mean the dude who had the suitcase.
well, he's pinned against the wall right now. He's too far away to just jump on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is glory.
All right,
So,
let's do it.
Yeah. The first person tosses down the Korean man and then kicks him in the stomach and begins walking towards you. So it's nice. Now he is going to try and stab you. As he is going to.
Parry.
What's that? You
Never
don't
mind,
roll.
roll.
You're not rolling anything. Right? They're rolling to try and hit your parry. So they're going to do this, and then they're going to do this. Does a 15 hit your parry?
He has an 8.
I have an 8.
You have an
You
8.
can see it.
Yeah, the combat tracker tells you what their parry and toughness is.
Oh, I
Should
don't
have
have
one
that up. Actually.
I pulled it up.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I can see it.
pin this map and then close it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am also gonna do that.
yeah, that's fine. We don't need it.
Pin the map and close, because that shit's big as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, San Francisco went through some expansion.
Yeah. So that hits your parry. Let's see if he hits your toughness. He does
No.
not. It's almost. Yes, you are. Yeah, Vega is wondering about.
Vega would be the one to find me as well, by the way.
Yeah, probably would.
Fucking do that shit all over again. Like, oh, your ass is getting beat again?
Yeah.
Can't
As
blame me this time.
as the stab goes down, it hits your fleshy liquidness, and it doesn't do anything. It's like the knife is being like molded around it, and then he
Don't
pulls
like that.
back and
You sure you want the knife back?
and looks at it with like little bits of your slime on it, and then he goes, "What?" And it's your turn, and that quick space of time.
And here we go. Symbiote tendril. I'm smacking the shit out of him.
I'm smacking the shit.
Not killing him, just like like against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah,
on
I'm
the
sure.
chair. And I just rolled the symbiote tendril, correct?
You rolled out plus fighting.
Boop. And fighting. Boop.
So 9. Let me bring up their parry scores. Their parry is 5. Yes, that beats it. So roll that again plus your strength. 2.
You know, if you just keep the combat tracker open, you can see their parry and toughness too.
Yeah, I have it.
So roll symbiote tendril again and then strength.
Symbiote Trinjo, fighting, and strength. Because it's a strength based.
Just grab it and write it in on there. No, on that one.
Symbiote Tendril is strength based. That's why.
Fighting. Strength.
Alright, so we have 7 for 11. 11 meets their toughness. He is not a wild card. And you are not trying to kill him, yes?
No, I'm just knocking him unconscious.
Alright. How are you knocking him unconscious with this tendril?
As he pulls back with his knife, I just my tentacle just comes out and just whips him against the wall.
Gotcha. He is incapacitated. You watch as the other person looks at you. Vega, you're in what sounds like a very wet slap. Coming from an alleyway.
Fucking motorcycle helmet and going, yeah, okay, that seems like something I should check out.
You see a guy running past, and he goes, "There's a slime monster down there." As he's running all the way down and makes a right away from you as you look down this alleyway.
Can I see the dude, the SMA guy?
Make me a notice. It's pretty dark.
I didn't roll a 4, but okay. Fine, fuck you.
Oh, no.
That's a 2 now. It was a 4.
It
But, yeah, because I rolled it, but it didn't go onto the fucking thing.
Damn. Yeah. I see a 2, but it's a 4.
Yes.
You can see.
No, I rolled it off the, because I thought I rolled it onto there, but you know, it was like, it's a very specific box.
Yeah.
So the dice made their way onto the tray, but they didn't get counted as on the tray.
Gotcha.
Double click. It's always double click.
So you can see lacerate, but you cannot see the SMA guy that's laying on the ground in the dark.
Do I recognize lacerate? Has he changed in these years?
I'm probably a little bit taller, but my form hasn't changed.
Yeah, his form is pretty identifiable, considering. As you watch his tendril move out, and this guy gets whacked up against the wall. And there's another man readying his knife to lunge at him.
Again, did you not just see your friend?
Oh, that's right. I just lean against the wall and go. I just wait to see this play out at this point.
Okay. New round, and we start with
perfect 5. That's where I wanted it to be.
Yeah. This man comes running at you, screaming. And as he does, let's see.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, he exploded.
He still hits.
He still beats.
Yep.
Yeah, he still hits.
Barely beats.
I don't know, by 5 is more than barely.
Yeah. Well, if he had hit 16, then he could add a +2. You know, that's what.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
Looking at his toughness twice, that's why I said barely. No, it's barely.
Oh,
okay, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
So crit fails are a thing. And this is an actual crit fail. As he goes to stab you, he slips, falls, and the knife slides up into his shoulder as he lays there on the ground and looks over at you. And he lets go of the knife and he screams, "Ah! Ah!" But
I start laughing.
he looks over at you. "Why are you laughing? I'm in pain."
Shut up, man. You did it to yourself.
Great heroes. Great heroes.
I'm not a hero, no.
He rolls on the ground and, like, crawls over to the side of the wall and goes, "You're not going to kill us, are you?"
Is your friend dead?
He looks over. He's just slumped on the ground, passed out. You watch as the man in the suit brushes himself off and grabs a hold of his suitcase and looks over at the man passed out on the ground. Ooh, is that Keeler?
Might
Yeah,
be.
I'm gonna
Might be,
have
yeah.
to turn him
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah, he's been turned down for me this whole time.
Yeah, he
Oh,
cooking.
sorry, I have to make tuna salad.
Yeah, it just sounded like a lot of static for a second.
Sound like
Oh,
I'm not sure.
static. I don't know where the static's coming from. I was banging shit.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of static.
Close enough.
Yeah. So as he stands up, he brushes himself off, and grabs a hold of his suitcase. He looks up at you and goes, "Thank you." At this point, Vega, you can see that it is the SMA individual that had gotten beaten down.
Oh shit! Duck around the corner.
What? For what? You didn't do anything. You were just observing.
No, yeah, but I'm also not supposed to be here, and just in case he recognizes. Duck around the corner.
As he stands up, brushes himself off, and looks over at you, and then he walks over to the man that's unconscious, rifles the pockets, and gets his wallet back and puts it back in his buttocks pocket, and looks over at you. Thank you.
Pocket. You don't have to say it.
You know what's crazy? You really shouldn't be in alleyways at night.
I was simply trying to
That's
take a shortcut to my apartment.
I turn back into my human form. Yeah, now there's other ways. No shortcuts, but
He puts out a hand to shake yours.
yeah, nah, I'll walk away.
I just wanted to thank you.
Yeah, I don't trust suits as I turn the corner.
It's like, oh fuck, shit.
What the fuck are you doing?
As you turn the corner, you see Baker behind. For the
Just
first
badly.
time in nearly 3 years, almost coincidentally, you have run into Vega.
Oh god. Should you even be out at this time?
I look at him like, shut up. Is he still out in that corner in that alleyway?
Yeah, unless he's behind me. Oh, I look behind him.
As you look behind, he seems to have been, went on along his way and turned down the other side of the alleyway.
He was with Dice.
Oh yeah, the bullshitters. Yeah, them. Why should I care? I'm sorry.
No, because they're annoying. That's why I don't want to deal with them.
Ah, yes. So I had a good feeling not to fucking trust that dickhead.
What are you doing down these streets? I haven't seen you in fucking years. Did you throw away your phone?
Huh? I play dumb. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you
What the
remember when
fuck?
you did throw away your phone with the only way they could contact you?
Muffled voice through a motorcycle helmet. He's like, what the fuck, dude?
Look, we've all been through some things, and I've been chilling for the last 3 years.
I grab him by the shoulders. You been eating good?
I don't really need to eat, but
Fucking like,
surviving, that's-
that's that like fucking Mexican pat. Like, all right. You know you're always welcome to come back, right?
yeah, I feel like I might see the others as well, and I think I'm good on that.
All right. Well, where have you been sleeping?
Found this car.
It's just a fucking car.
That's why I have thievery, guys. That is why I have thievery, so it makes sense.
That car?
Yeah, points to this red fucking beetle.
Red Beetle. Okay, let me put
Beaten
that
up.
in the notes.
Yeah, I was like,
Carmine.
Sleeping.
Yes.
A red
Kareem, sir,
Not
Kareem.
Carmine.
Kareem.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kareem.
Kareem.
Okay, what the fuck, man?
Say Carmine can't afford no vehicle.
He absolutely could. He's just being a piece of shit.
Working at
Fuck.
Glizzy Gobblers.
What year is this Beetle?
Let's say it's a 1998.
Yeah, I was gonna
1998 Beetle. Got it.
red fucked up beetle. It's like,
You
do
know,
you?
it's pretty beat up, but you know, it still works.
It's red, but it's almost like a pink color now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
faded as fuck.
It's salmon,
Actually-
salmon pink.
When you do you put gas
1998
into it, or are you using your powers to make it, move? Just go like open up the hood real quick, check it out.
Just go
Well,
ahead and lift it up and carry it down the street.
He's Fred Flintstone in that
Listen. I ain't got no job. How you think I'm paying for gas? This car has not moved since I found it.
shit. It's a house. It's an immobile home.
How have you avoided not getting towed? This is a no parking street.
You think I can't scare people off in my monstrous form?
He like looks down the fucking alleyway and he's like, I've actually been down this street. I just thought it was like, I thought I saw it move. I swear I saw it move before. Anyways, I'm out here looking for shit like what you just dealt with. Assholes who think they can get away with things.
Yeah, I've been doing that on the regular for the past 3 years.
Same. Did you get your license, or are you doing it?
Illegally.
You know I don't fuck with dice. So it's illegally.
I just figured I'd ask. You're not with Seraph,
Screams at
are
the
you?
top of his lungs.
Who?
I'm an illegal
Nah.
vigilante.
I remembered something, but
no.
now that's gonna be retcon.
But
Alright.
We're
What'd
not
you
gonna worry about
remember?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're not gonna worry about that.
Cool,
I'll tell you
cool.
after the session.
okay.
So it can't be used against it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if you got nothing better to do, I'm gonna be out here for another like 3 hours walking the streets, so.
Yeah,
free to
I walk this block for like a few hours and then I go back into the car.
So you're gonna
Just-
be catching up during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to.
All right, good.
Okay.
Because we're gonna unite the group this way. Keeler, are you free to listen?
I'm cooking and I have been listening.
Oh no, I mean free to interact, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
If people hear me, I'll just sound crazy and be kind of fucking cool.
Alright.
I might not actually use a voice this time because I don't remember his voice.
Yeah. So triage. As you have been on the run for as long as you have been, at least hiding away from most of your family. Yeah. You are. It's probably about 10 o'clock at night at this point. As you catch sight of, and I'm going to drag in Lifeline and Penumbra at this point. Carmine, whenever you meet up for the night with your dice agent, who goes by no name in particular, they just keep their sunglasses on and stare at you. Their hair is faded white, and their skin is pale, almost black veins run across it, and they're dressed up in a pitch black suit, gloves included, as they stare at you, and they put a hand up and they go, "We have one from the Villain Reform Project that we would like to, well, you know them already." As Penumbral steps out from the shadows.
The Villain Reform Project? I hate all this.
Hey, it was already built into the lore.
It was, and I hate it. That's the reason our group split up.
Yeah, and we're back, boys. As Penumbral steps out of the shadows, Carmine, you see Penumbral, you see Carmine.
Quick question, because I do not remember. Is it common knowledge that Gabe was involved in the San Francisco Tower?
It is at least Vega and Ellen, because I fought them both in front.
Okay.
Yeah. As for public knowledge, the man looks like a shadow at all times, so it's kind of hard to.
True.
Yeah.
Would Carmine know? I guess is what I
Yes,
should be
yes,
asking.
Carmine would know.
Gabe, it's been what 3 years?
It has been a while. It's been a rough time.
Look, Gabe, I don't agree with how they were handling the villain reform program when we last met. What they did to you and what they did to Kareem is unacceptable.
Mistakes are always made in life. We just gotta live to atone for them.
And I'm here for you if that's what you want to do. Bygones? Friends? Friends?
Yeah,
Associates? Co-workers? We'll work back up to friends.
works for me.
What in the anime? Oh shit, you lived this story. Um, yeah. As the handler steps off, he hands you a device, and it's linked. As you can see, that Penumbral has been outfitted with what appears to be a small little bracelet. And he hands over the device to you, Carmine, and he goes, um, "This is a tracker in case that he tries to escape."
Wouldn't even dream of it.
A tracker. And it's in the collar that he's wearing.
No,
You said
he
he's
has
wearing a
a
collar
bracelet.
bracelet? Okay.
Yeah. And he hands you a small little device that almost is like a GPS that shows Penumbral's exact location.
Don't you think this is a bit excessive?
Would you like another San Francisco Tower attack?
It's the price I pay for past actions.
He's into it. It's fine.
Likes the little shots.
Carmine is gonna address the suit and say, one of these days, I'm gonna need your name. I can't just keep calling you guy in the suit.
You'll get a name whenever it's suited. He smiles.
Oh.
Until then, I'm the guy in the suit.
Fine, whatever.
Makes puns. Terrible ones at that.
It's my job.
All right, Gabe.
Yes.
So, villain reform program. It has actually been one of the things that I've been championing since I got into Dice. Like I said, the old program is way too strict and inhumane. It was seemed more like a punishment and re-education more than reform. But here, I actually want to try and get you like reintegrated back into society. Not even as a hero if you don't want that, just to build up some normal relationships again. If that's something you want.
I'm willing to help people wherever possible. As long as I can, so to speak, reform. Just keep me away from that vampire.
Will do. No one likes him.
Yeah, Vlad's been kept in the back burner since Terraform's taken over.
So, first step of villain reform. I got an interview lined up for you tomorrow.
Please, no.
Job. See, the dice doesn't really pay us that much. Hero work should be voluntary and unpaid for until we get upper level provisional licenses. So now we need to support ourselves. They give us room and board and a little bit of a food stipend, but it's really not enough to live on a comfortable lifestyle. So if you're up for it, I got an interview for you at my place of work, the world-renowned chain restaurant Glizzy Gobblers.
Never. Never in a million years.
The man
No.
in the
Come on,
suit steps
give
away
it a try.
and goes, "I'm gonna pretend I'm not hearing any of this." And
You're still here.
walks, and as he does, he clicks a little button on the side, and you watch as he goes and teleports out.
I'm never gonna get used to that.
I don't know, it'd be less impressive if I also couldn't teleport.
I have to get back used to that.
Reminder: the gate is missing an eye.
They can't really see that.
Yeah, covered in the shadows. I mean, your one other eye glows. So.
It does. But you could also just think I'm closing one eye.
I mean, it's fine. We have a freaking superhero society. There's people that walk around with like reptilian appendages. He looks
Yeah.
normal as anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
I also could make my shadows go away if I really wanted to.
But Gabe, if you don't want glizzy gobblers, we can look around for something else that suits your taste. Trust me, you'll go insane if you're just sitting in your dorm all day.
You could always try retail. Walmart.
I
Trying to find something that's suited to his delicate sensibilities.
Let's just move past this subject for now. We'll get to that tomorrow. Tomorrow's problem.
Yeah. What time is it right now, Tristan?
It is currently 10. This is how I was going to introduce triage. As you guys are now set loose to with the police scanner. Same with I would imagine Vega. Are you just wandering the streets? If you have any means of like tracking actual crime?
Wanders the streets or uses fucking Twitter.
Okay, yeah. So triage. During one of your escapades at one of the like healing centers quotation marks where people are getting scanned, you hear a gunshot go off. It's 10 o'clock at night, and you hear an open fire as they go, none of this healing's ever worked for me. I'm going to make sure everyone in here dies as the active shooter begins firing off.
So do I already see him, or do I need to?
No, you're going to have to make a... you're in a building, so you can't see where he's at, but you can hear there's gunfire inside the building. And it's probably in an adjacent room.
Can I use life sense for that?
Yes, you can.
So I'll actually, my eyes start to glow a little bit yellow as I try to activate light sense. I said light sense, but I meant light sense.
All right. And then we will turn.
And, with it, I guess I'm looking for more erratic force of life, like unstable.
Yeah, I would say that you can sense where this person is coming from, but at the same time, penumbral lifeline, you hear on the police scanner active shooter in XY location, right?
Well, it looks like... What's the plan here?
The plan, Gabe, is we go to work. Let's go save
Okay.
some lives.
Then I'm gonna spread darkness. Let's get there quickly then.
Got it.
Fucking before he consumes the entire city block in darkness, Vega lacerate as you guys are walking down the street in the almost coincidental fashion outside of the building. You hear gunshots go off inside, and you hear people scream as they begin running out of the building.
Are we handling that?
Immediately running in, just not even answering that question.
Not even answering the question.
Fuck.
Not even gonna justify that with an answer.
All right. So, triage. You can sense where the man is coming from. He is probably about 100, not even 100, like 40 yards away from you across two different roads.
So I'm gonna try to teleport to the back of him.
Okay.
Right behind him.
Right behind him. Got it. All right. You teleport up behind him. As penumbral lifeline, you penumbral says we are going to be spreading your darkness. Please make a darkness spread roll for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Within seconds, you watch as the city block and all the lights on the streets are covered in darkness. Lacerate, are you making your way into the building as this is happening?
Mm-hmm.
All right. as you get into the building, you get the sense as you look back, and it looks like there is just nothing there besides darkness.
Fuck! Not again.
Not again.
It's
Uh,
been 3
I don't wanna-
years.
I don't want to have to do this, but I also need to fucking see.
It doesn't go inside buildings,
yeah,
by the way, unless
yeah.
I'm inside the building.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
inside the building. It just hits at that door, and the lights are
Yeah.
on inside, so it's
So
stopping.
if I
Don't
walk
worry.
forward,
We
Yeah.
super nerfed
walk
my
forward.
abilities, so.
I walk forward. Can I see?
If you were to step back outside, no, it is dark.
I made it inside the building, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just saying, if you looked back, you see just shadowy nothingness.
Oh, I wonder if I can. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell for Vega's name.
Vega, as you are rushing inside, you can see that the people are running left, right, and you can.
Bro, how are the people escaping right now? They're just running in darkness.
Yeah,
Well, they're
no, they
outside
are.
the building. It's still light, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
moment
light
you leave the
inside.
building, fuck.
Yeah, they are tripping down the stairs. You can hear them, Kareem, as they are getting to the doorway, and they're running out, not even caring that they can't see into the darkness. They just think, oh, maybe it's a darker night than normal. And they hit the stairs, and you just hear as you hear screams, people piling up on top of each other, trying to make their way out as best they can.
Remain calm. Remain calm. Don't kill each other trying to get out of here.
We're dealing with an active shooter situation. You people are trained for this.
I know. Don't kill the kids. They're
So,
right there.
Vega, while you were in the building, you can hear the shooting is coming from the right-hand side through some walls. As you can, the gun sounds very high-powered. It's what you can tell that bullets have ripped through some of the rooms.
He got that. He got
Okay,
that
so
strong rifle.
I have an option, but it's really stupid, so I'm not gonna do it. I was just gonna run through the walls, but let's not do that because I don't know what's behind them.
Yeah, poor civilian just pulled.
I'm just gonna try and get there as fast as I can. Like, if I gotta run through people, I'm gonna run through people.
Okay.
Like, somebody's gonna get shoulder checked, and I'm not gonna give a shit.
Since
And
yeah, as you're making your way there, Penumbral, Lifeline, Penumbral, you're gonna open up a shadow door, I'm assuming, within your
Yep.
range. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab onto his shoulder, and I'm just gonna yank him into it.
Well, like, does he know where he's at?
So the shadow door is only based upon the darkness spread, so he can only move within darkness.
Within my
It's
dark.
like, does he know where the gun dude is?
Yeah, we are given the location.
Yeah. He has a police scanner.
No, I mean in the building. Did he know?
Oh no, he's not going inside
grabbing
the
him out of the
building.
door.
He's going outside the building.
Yeah, we're going straight to the front door.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
No, you
Grabbing
can't
the middle.
teleport towards the person because it's not in the darkness.
Okay.
Yeah. He has to only be within his range of the darkness.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and he has to
I
know
was
where he's
trying to make
going
sure I knew.
in the darkness too. So they have an address. They know where they're going. Lifeline, you feel that same unease as you had stepped through shadow doors before in
Mm-hmm.
3 years, as that like almost damp feeling, as if someone's like hugging you. It's like covered in water, but it's really cold. And then you step right
wet
outside of it, as you are instantly brought up into. You can see the light from the doorway and people piling up as they're crawling their way out. Some of them look like they hurt themselves on the way out of there.
I said not to do that.
But you can only see the light and like the outlines of people as they're trying to make their way out.
Yeah. As I exit from the shadow door, shiver runs up my spine. I was like, "Ugh, don't miss that. Warn me next time." And all right, first priority, helping the injured. And I'm gonna use my blood sense to try and get a feel for all of the life signs within 30-foot radius of me.
Okay.
That didn't go well.
Oh no.
No. Oh boy. Yeah.
You want me
coverage.
to tell you?
You can also use the bennies to re-roll that, or stack 2 of them to get to a 4.
I have dark sight. I can just tell the people that I can see.
Yeah, the people that you can see in front. I think he's trying to see like in the building.
Well,
but same.
Yeah, I'm trying to see in the building too. I'm gonna use a Benny.
So early.
Let's go, blood sense.
Another 2.
All right, this time you get a 4. Yeah. You can see that there are 4 people inside, gravely wounded. Like one person's missing an arm from the trajectory of these bullets because whatever the person in there is firing with is using something extremely high powered. Another person looks like there's been a massive wound to the side of their stomach. The other one is has the part of their foot fired off where the shin is at, and the third looks like they're probably going to die because it's a shot directly through their upper chest. Their lungs are they're barely hanging on. It's only there because their heart is still beating, but the suffocation from the wound is they will die within the next few seconds.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at Gabe. Penumbral, can you create a shadow corridor to direct the confused civilians out of here? I'm gonna go help the 4 civilians we have that are gravely injured. Focus on evacuation and safety of the civilians, and I'm gonna run over to the injured guys, starting with the guy with a hole in his chest, and start healing, or
Okay.
try to heal him.
Picking back up with triage, as you teleport behind this man, you can see that he is holding up a light machine gun that's been modified.
Gee.
The top of the barrel, where the bullets come out, has almost like this, like you could fit 50 cal, where it's firing out, and this is brought up over, and he has like a bandolier around his body, and it's shoved up into this gun. It's very like a home-centric, like rigged, janky thing that maybe could just explode off touch, but whatever is going on is this thing is ripping through the walls. But you're behind him.
So yes. So you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try system shock.
All right, you get a +2 because he's unaware that you're there.
He's from a
With
sleep
that,
shot.
I'm gonna be when I'm doing it. I'm gonna have each hand on the back of their on the triceps, each arm's tricep.
Mm-hmm.
So if he tries to move, I can actually react. But that's where I'm gonna shock him at.
Okay. And you get a +2, so we're gonna roll fighting, and then we're gonna roll system shock. I don't think I even need to roll system shock. 9, 24.
Yeah.
Alright, that goes way above this boy's party. He's going to be stunned.
I should have freaking.
What?
I can't do the -2 now at all.
No.
Well,
Yeah, you have
no,
to
so
decide.
I would have. Okay, so and it would just be like the whole chain of events, and then that's when it'll go. So like, if I wanted to say on a successful stun, remove his gear, I would have to say that.
Yeah, so whenever you decide to do multiple actions, you don't have to decide
Okay.
what the actions are, but you have to tell me up front, hey, this is how many actions I'm taking.
That's what I was thinking, but I get a full turn anyways, so I said like hit him with his stuff.
So, as you system shock him, he seizes up as he is just a normal person, but the gun falls flat onto the ground. Whoever this person is, they look like a regular dude. Like, there's nothing crazy about them. he actually looks like probably of lower intelligence if we're just looking at a person, honestly. Like whenever you look at some people and they're like,
That man dropped common loot.
Okay, so with that, I'm gonna lower him to the ground because that's not a roll thing, so I can do that. And
yeah,
I'm gonna be like, friend, what is wrong? He said,
um,
what would
As a person
lead you
that
to
sees
this?
your
They don't
friend,
sell this in a
what is
normal
wrong?
store. Where did you get this?
he looks up and he goes, my wife had cancer, and they said they fixed her. They said they did. And he's laying there, unable to move. And Vega, you come bursting into the room. Lacerate. Are you? You're running behind Vega, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Vega. As you burst into the room, you can see that hey, it's a night for reunions. Apparently, as you can see that Triage is there, holding the shooter, and well, what you can assume to be the shooter, on the ground, just asking him questions. The gun laying there, this massive ass gun. Anyways,
I'll go over it fucking last week knowing the history and be like, hey, could you actually go make sure that people don't die? I am not good at the stopping of bleeding.
You think I am?
You're better at it than I am.
His name is Lacerate. He causes bleeding.
Yeah, well, my name's Vanguard. I break things. Can't stop the bleeding of people. But also, you can like, you know, bond with like hand signs, like the fucking like pushing his hands together, like bond with them, keep them alive, something like that.
Oh
If
God!
he dies,
You
a
want me
little
to
piece of
bond with
Lacerate will
crippled?
die too.
Huh? What was that? I heard two people talk at the same time. My brain did not
I said,
recognize
did
those
you want
words.
me to bond with the crippled?
with the crippled.
I mean, not forever, just long enough so that whenever the fucking people that can actually get them to not die get here.
How the
that
fuck am I
part's
going
taken
to
care of.
tell whether they're okay or not okay?
Just fucking like realize this is taking way too long and people are still dying. Like, all right, never mind. And I'm gonna start running over to Triage and
I actually
like,
forgot what your abilities were.
don't worry about it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Don't even worry about it.
yeah.
Okay.
Kinetic energy.
Yeah. Look at Triage. It's like,
Uh,
you are actually good with the healing people. Maybe you should go out and deal with that. I got this guy.
Okay, give me the name again.
What? Vega and Vanguard.
Oh.
Those are the two names.
Vanguard is the hero
Vanguard.
name, and Vega is
Okay. Well, the situation we're in. So, Vanguard. Yeah, he's pretty much taken care of. Just make sure he doesn't do anything, and I'll go help the people.
Yeah, I got you.
We might want to take this weapon away.
Fucking grab the weapon and throw it really hard.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I was just trying to like tear it apart.
Okay.
Yay!
Do you want to
apart.
use any of your powers to do that? Or you just gonna use your raw strength?
Yeah, I could use like Nova on it.
Yeah.
But I also don't know how well that would work with how fucking janky it looks. Well, does it look explodey?
It looks like it'll fall the fuck apart at any
It
second.
looks like a Fallout 4 pipe weapon.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Then I'll just
Okay.
fucking
Yeah, I'll
just
try.
raw strength it.
Okay. Roll strength for me.
Woo!
The explosions.
Yeah. No. How do you want
Not bad
that?
now.
I just grab the barrel and then like the whatever it calls for like a center part and just pull it apart so it just clatters into pieces.
Yeah.
Drop it on their own.
As it collapses onto the ground, the man reaches a hand out at your ankle as he's starting to try and recover, and he goes, "They gotta pay."
I look at him and you're like, you're lucky you're on the ground right now, because I would have broken as many bones as I could have without letting you die.
Damn, Batman.
And I was like, I've had a bad time. You went out and hurt normal people for nothing. Innocent people for nothing.
They let my wife die.
Who's they? Huh? Pretty sure there's like 20-year-old woman got shot. She had nothing to do with this place. She came here for the same reason you did and your wife and you shot her.
I just needed something, anything.
Well, you got it. And now you get to go to jail. And I'm gonna just put my fucking like knee on his back and wait for whoever the fuck to show up.
All right. So lacerate. You saw triage. You saw lacerate. You guys just leaving. Walking
Just
different.
gonna not even acknowledge each
I'm
other.
going to ignore him. I don't see him.
Okay.
I am actually gonna have to dip out, by the way, because meaning my character is going to have to dip out.
Okay.
Because he cannot be caught up in all this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna book it, and I'm like, see you later, Vega.
Just fucking wave.
Yeah.
Is that
So
lacerate?
is that lacerate? It's just like penumbral.
Stop.
Are you going into the building?
No, I'm just setting up the front door. I've already recalled all my darkness, and I used my shadow door where my darkness is still open to get rid of the pile of people and separate them out, and I told them not to move. And then I just recalled all the darkness, so I'm just setting in front of the door.
It's gotta be
Gotcha.
fucking terrifying. A mass of shadows just fucking displaces you. Do not move. Yes, sir.
You don't even hear who said it. It's just.
That's casual intimidation.
Yeah. Yeah. Lifeline. Could you roll for your healing?
Heal.
8. Oh, what's a +2 +2?
From my, I don't know why it's +2 +2. Oh, I guess it does it automatically. I thought it didn't do it automatically. I have an edge for healer that I took.
Oh yeah, it adds
it should
plus
just be a
2
6.
automatically. Yeah, so it's like
Yeah. So, while you can heal him at this point, the hole in his chest, the sucking chest wound that it is, you can't repair the lung tissue.
Yeah, I thought I wouldn't be able to. I can't create tissue. I can just speed along natural healing.
Yeah. As the man fades, even though you've done your best to start recovering, all it did was make it less painful for him.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah, I'll hold his hand and I say I'm sorry. And once he passes away, I'll move on to the next person, the person who's missing an arm to stop that bleeding.
Okay. So one more healing roll.
Ah, shoot, I still have the +2 on there.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, no.
oh no.
Betty it up, buddy. You about to murder somebody.
As you go to help this person with their arm, it's strange. Where you generally have really great, like, your control over this is never been called into question until this very moment. And as you reach your hand down to begin the healing process, it almost turns black and corroded and begins reversing. It makes it worse. It's almost as if it's syphilis. It's eating at the flesh. It's as if you created
Product.
disease within their blood.
Oh, no, that's not right.
We didn't want to use a penny for that? Like, really?
I can't really use another one.
What do you mean? You have 3!
You have
He's got 2.
Well,
He's
I guess
already
now-
used one.
Yeah, he's
I
got.
don't know
You have
how
3
much
total.
I can actually hear that.
Yeah, I use a Benny on that one. I'm supposed to be helping people.
Yeah. And as it does that,
Instead of retconning, be trying again.
yeah, you're able to. Oh yeah, make the roll. Let's see if.
Yeah.
Another critical fight. No.
Yeah. Okay. If it's another critical failure.
Just killed a man.
Yeah.
Low villain points.
As you begin to
With blood explode.
squeeze and pull back on what you had done, you begin to reverse that process. The body's natural energy to kick away and fight whatever disease you had given them. It's strange because whatever that was, it almost felt natural whenever it happened.
I don't want this power. I'm giving people super sickle cell. But I'm gonna use whatever loose clothing I can get from it, be it a belt or a piece of clothing, and try and tie an improvised tourniquet off on their arm to smash the bleeding. Because while I have started the healing process, that arm will still bleed out if I don't do that.
Yep.
And that's 1 action, 2 action. I'll use my last action to address the other person that's missing an arm.
Okay. And with that, roll for healing. All right, and that process goes through as well.
And that's it for me. I'll get to the last guy on my next turn.
All right. So triage. As you can. I'm assuming you're going to use life sense to see who you need to help.
Yeah, so if we have to say all of our course of actions throughout, it'll be life sense, teleport, and to heal the one that's diagnosed. Because he'll know at that point that needs to be healed.
Well, no, you don't have to give
-4.
me a line of actions. You just need to tell me how many actions you're going to take.
Well, it'll be 3.
Okay.
Because yeah, I have to do life sense to find the person, and then teleport to get to them.
So
And then,
whenever you let's actually see what the life sense roll looks like first. Perfect. Whenever
Sorry about
you
the
use life sense, while you don't see as many wounded inside the building as like the ones that got shot got dragged out and are being treated. There is another person in the building, and they seem to be walking around, running their hands along the walls, or at least what you could imagine is the wall. You can't like see physical objects. You can see that the person has their hand out and they're running along something. And they're further inside the building, and it's a very calm, almost methodical step.
so it kind of looks like, would my guy have the knowledge that it's kind of out of place? Like, this looks like they're setting something up, or
I think anyway.
they're calm when everyone
Yeah,
else should be freaking out.
This is an
Okay.
active shooter zone. There should be nobody calm in this building.
Alright. Well, it'll be in the zone because the person's there, so there's life force there.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to I guess try teleport behind one of the corners so I can peek around.
One of the corners. You have to teleport
Oh.
to the person. Like that's how your thing works.
I had it where I thought it was the life force because it generates life force in that area.
Life force isn't an area. Life force is a person. It's a being. It's a state of being.
Pinpoint.
Yeah, it's in the individual. You can't teleport in the area. You teleport towards whatever is life force, like an ant to sugar.
Yeah, I didn't know I had to be like. We have to think of a range around the person then, because I wouldn't want to just port right behind the person all the time. if I have control on that, or are we not giving me that option at all?
No,
No,
because the life force, the way that it's defined, is in the person. You can't teleport away from a person. You teleport towards.
I see where you.
Yeah.
But just making sure. Yeah. Well, balls deep, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm gonna go behind the person. I'm gonna try to teleport behind the person as quietly as I can,
Mhm.
and not give out my positioning if I can. You know, because I don't have to touch them. I don't have to be in contact with them. Just right next to them.
Yeah. You
Right.
want to. You don't have stealth, so that would be an unskilled roll.
Oh. Just trying to land without making noise. Basically, I'm just going to port right behind them. I mean, they would have to roll notice against it, and if you notice me anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I won't do the stealth aspect of it, right? Yeah, I'll do the stealth aspect of it, so fine.
Okay. Teleport is successful. Now you want me to roll stealth? It's not an action to roll stealth.
Yeah, might as well give it a shot.
Okay.
Alright, I'm turning all the shit out people want to eat.
Alright, you got a 5 on stealth. Let me roll for their
Notes.
see if that works. Oh, oops, that's 3 actions. Okay. No, that doesn't do that.
What happened this?
You just click 3 actions. You should do it.
Yeah. So I just draw. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Perfect. You dropped it. So they got a 12. You got a 5. As you teleport behind them, the person looks at you, and their white robes are almost transcendent. As
Transcendent?
yeah, they glow and
Gotcha.
almost give off an aura of peace the moment you enter in around them. And
Jeebus?
as
And session
Man's
1.
robe is made out of serotonin.
as he turns around towards you as he immediately recognizes you, and you can recognize him as father.
Oh. I land, I'm like, yeah, I noticed he noticed me. Father? What are you,
It's escalating.
Father John, what are you doing? No, you never leave the compound.
He massive, almost like 6'4", his long dark beard and dark long hair, the robe, angelic. He raises his hands and he goes, "I brought back one for my father. It's the gold. No one else seems to have done it properly."
Well, I have no action, so I guess, trembling at the moment because I know how strong he is.
Run!
He's nervous and be like, bro. So he's trembling, he's nervous, like, I don't believe in everything there. Just let me go. I'm just one person. You have the whole compound. You have all that. Why do you need me?
Special. What do you call yourself nowadays, John? Triage.
I'm triage.
As everyone make me a vigor roll.
No.
Absolutely
Everyone.
not.
Who's everyone?
Everyone.
Me as well?
Yeah.
The 5.
Oh, no.
Oh, that would've
Lacerate.
sucked.
Yeah, you do not need to make a vigor roll. You went to your
Oh,
car and you get the fuck out.
Oh, well, actually, yeah, he left.
Yeah.
I'm outside the building.
No,
Yeah,
people
Gabe's
outside,
outside
the
the
building.
building.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
This is
anyone
why
that's in the
he
general
doesn't
area of this
outside the
building,
building.
yeah.
Is this any form of energy I can deal with?
No. This is
Unfortunate.
the life force.
I asked. I rolled a 5.
Let me roll triage's vigor real quick. Of course he passes. Alright. So, and, well, I guess
Well, that's
that
good
doesn't
plot
decide
armor
if he
right there.
passes. We roll 2. Well, yeah, not 2. It's a D12. And then a D20.
Is it damage?
No,
That
it's a
sounds.
hit.
Oh God.
21. So the highest vigor was 15, and now, similar to the stun, but it's like an AOE. You watch as Father lifts up his hand, twists around, and that same sort of system shock ability that you use and you have to touch, you feel it rack through your body as your nerves almost paralyze you to the ground. Everybody in the area, even the civilians that you're trying to help, all collapse onto the ground.
Very important question here.
Yes.
Oh, if you double up system shock, what happens?
If you double up system shock,
Because
it's
there is a guy who's currently system shocked, being system shocked again.
yeah.
No. It should have ended with the start of my turn or the end of my my next turn.
Okay,
well,
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't clarify that. The end of my next turn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he had been out of it since I finished my turn there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's system shocked again, though.
Ah, what a wonderful feeling.
Yeah. As everybody is brought down to their knees, and he squats down, and he goes, and he runs his hands over the back of your hair, and picks up your head, pulls up on the hair, actually, and looks down at you, and he goes,
Father.
You know I could always come and get you. You were never lost. I just sent the wrong shadows.
Just let me. I just want to help people.
You will, and he almost mockingly says, and triage, I'm not here to take you back just yet. I just want you to know that I am always here. The same way that I've always been for you, for this world. And you continue to play with the rats and the roaches, and you continue to save those insects. You do that. And then he lets go of your hair, and he goes, Don't disappoint me, Triage. You save all my insects. He stands up, his massive frame towering above, and he looks over to the wall, almost adjacent to where, like, almost a painting of Christ is there, and then he poof out of existence as if there is some sort of force off in that direction. And moving on, Kareem, you're sitting in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just sitting there chilling.
Just chilling. Listen to
Yep.
music.
The only person that knows that I'm in my car right now would be Vega.
Yeah.
So just chilling in the car,
Okay.
eating snacks.
Lifeline.
And he stole. He just fucking like
Definitely stole those snacks.
Like he was in this little thing, like, oh look, bag of chips, and then ran off with it.
Any of the people that you hadn't helped at this point, which I think was only one,
This one.
they died immediately from the system shock and the trauma they had been induced by the bullets.
Ah, what a sad life.
As Father leaves that area, you guys are released from whatever that was. The only person really knowing what it is Triage.
I would still go check the that last person just to confirm their vital signs are gone. Even though I probably sensed it with my life, with the blood sense when they died.
Yeah.
But just to see if there was anything I could do, and if not, is this a multi-floor building or is it just like one floor?
It was one continuous floor. You could imagine like one of those plaza halls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From there, I'd just go sweeping the room or the complex room by room for any more survivors.
Cool.
For
The
number
Using
moment
blood
I'm
sense
free,
to-
I'm out.
so that I'm not just uselessly checking rooms.
The
Okay.
moment I'm free, I'm out. I'm dipping.
Okay.
I'm actually curled up, shaking on a side of the closest wall,
Gotcha.
slightly hyperventilating.
I'll probably be heading towards that guy if I see him doubled over and hyperventilating through my blood sense.
So, as you come up into the room where you can see triage for the first time in 3 years, sitting there in the room, just curled up,
Just vibe.
hyperventilating in that corner.
That's the opposite of vibing.
That's the opposite of triage is fucked up over in that corner.
Yeah.
And I can tell it's triage, right?
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing
I
some
call
job
out
stuff.
to him. Triage.
What up,
Are you okay?
Laura? That is new, and that's the only one that I knew was new. Unless they put it on the wrong one,
Oh, what's
it'll
going
be
on?
over out there. Sorry,
Oh,
checking out.
okay.
Healers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be 1 second.
Vega, as you're slipping free, what are you doing with that guy? That
I think they might.
laying on the
I
ground?
know one is vegetarian, so.
That you had pinned,
It's on the back.
the shooter. Are you there?
I fucking leave, dude. The moment, like after that stun, it's like, okay, I haven't been here for too long.
Yeah. So you're just gonna leave the active shooter there on the ground? Well, he doesn't have a gun anymore, so.
Yeah, he doesn't have a gun. I'm gonna kick him in the stomach just so he can't go anywhere for a bit and then dip
Yeah.
out. Just
Sitting at the front door.
Alright.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Sorry
so,
about that. I'm bad.
Yeah. Whenever you're running out the door, Vega, you can. Alright, do you have your shadows all the way shut down, or is it just covering you?
Nah, they're all the way shut down.
Alright, Vega, as you run out the front door of the plaza hall, you can see that Penumbral is standing there in the middle of the street, just eyeballing
You got scared civilians.
Yeah. Of
Just
all
stared at him.
people to be
Yeah.
standing there in
Yeah.
the middle of the street after all of this is Penumbral just there.
which is great for me, but not great for Penumbral because he's watching a guy in full like biker gear
Yeah.
run out of an active shooter situation
Yeah. So
with
Penumbral,
no context.
yeah, this person does not look familiar to you. This person looks like they're running from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, and the funny part
I'll
is you don't.
stop very intimidatingly. Try and intimidate them just to stop.
Okay.
Oh,
Exactly
all-
what this is.
and it's gonna sound like it's directly in their ear. Because
Oh.
I am gotten good at echoing my voice.
A fucking mimicry.
Yep. Halt!
Be like, Gabe?
Do I know you?
Fucking look around, take the helmet off. It's like I gotta go. Put the helmet back on. Like right after that, it's
Explain.
I gotta go. I start running, and then like down the alleyway to go home. Just trying to take a quick the only way home, but at least in that direction.
Yeah.
Fair point. Point taken.
Just like, huh. I imagine being called by your name was enough for me to get away for a little bit. Like, all right,
I mean, not many people know
bye.
his name.
Yeah.
Fair point. Go back to looking at the scared civilians on the ground.
He just in a beat, not afraid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not
Don't be
move.
scared.
Calm
Everything's
down.
under control.
So, Lifeline, as you entered into the room, you can see Triage curled up into the corner.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Triage, that is you, right?
Original name.
John.
John.
Bruno.
No, his.
Oh,
No, his.
oh,
his
oh,
original
Kareem.
name.
Not Kareem. Carmine.
Carmine. My original hero name was Blood Razor, but we don't talk about that.
I could have said that too, but
Yeah,
in this
it's Carmine.
situation. So yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Is that you, Carmine?
Yeah, it's me. You look
Everyone
like you're
say-
having a tough time. I just need you to breathe. We helped who we could, but we can't always save everyone. But you
It was
look like you're
Father.
having a panic attack. I need you to slow down and breathe.
It was Father. He was here.
We can talk about it
It wasn't
later.
just.
You
It
don't have to
wasn't
talk
just
about
the
it.
shooter. He
Triage.
tries to get up and he's stumbling, shaking still through the door.
Triage,
Oh my
I can
God.
see you've been through something traumatic. Can you make it to the front of the building? I still have to make sure that. Well, actually, with my blood sense, can I sense anyone else in this building, or is it clear?
No, the only other person is the shooter.
Okay. Triage, you spoke of a shooter. Where is he now?
That's on the location.
Yeah, you can sense the location. Since most of you guys got that similar ability.
Similar. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
point
Triage.
in that direction, shakingly.
Yeah. As
All
you
right.
guys are led to the shooter, you can see that they're doubled up on the ground, actually, as they're holding their stomach.
Wham! Bye bye.
Okay. Is he conscious?
He is conscious, but you can tell that he's in great pain.
Yep.
I must help him. It's my fault. You
Don't
start
worry,
heading over
Triage.
there.
His life isn't in danger, but he does need to be restrained, and I'm gonna pull out zip ties.
Okay.
Subdue the criminal.
As you get the active shooter zip tied down, you start to your little pager thing or dice. You can see that it's from the guy in the suit. He essentially is sending out, is the situation under control? Can we send him, please?
I'll respond to that message and say threat secured. We do have two civilians that need further medical aid. And Gabe has secured the civilians outside the complex. I'm heading out now.
That you receive a copy and then it says ambulance and police force on the way.
This kind of level of stomach hit, by the way, just so he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So, as
I'll
starts
start
walking
like,
out after that.
He can walk. So ambulatory.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna ask you questions.
I definitely didn't try to kill him. I did try to make it so that he wasn't gonna go anywhere for a minute.
Yeah.
I couldn't stay there and wait for you
Vega's
guys
not here.
to.
Vega is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vega dipped.
So, as I guess we're both working on healing,
Yeah,
could be like,
the only people that are there are Carmine and Gabe. So Penumbral and Lifeline.
So I'd be like, who are you talking to?
Oh, just some reinforcements.
Should I be worried? It sounded very official. I haven't hurt anybody, but I haven't been the most socially accepted.
Gabe,
Do I need to
I
be
mean, not
worried?
Gabe. John, I don't know what your situation has been these last 3 years. I've had a hell of a 3 years myself. We can talk about that later, though. These people need help, and I gotta make sure that they get it. There are police
Yeah,
coming, and there are ambulances coming as well. But if you want to meet up and talk, and I'm gonna give them the address of the Glizzy Gobbler, just meet me here.
all right, I'll tell you about it later. It's been quite a few years. And he senses that Lifeline, as known now, is got it under control and these people are safe. He starts heading. He life sense sees if there's something close by that he could port out of the building to. Have 200 feet range or 200 yards, 200 feet or 200 yards.
200 yards. Yep.
Damn, my
So
shit's just
so
30
I'll
feet.
port away.
Mine's
Would
an
that be
entire
10
city.
yards? Would that be 10 yards or 30 yards then? It's a yard system now.
Why are we in
I think
yards
I had
now?
it in yards. I think I did have it in yards to tell you the truth.
Everything's in yards for
Because we're in the
Savage World, Adventures,
Yeah.
whatever.
It might actually be like 100, and then my sense is 200. I think.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
no, they're
not-
both 200. I looked down.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you can life sense, you can go. It's sort of like with Penumbrals. If I'm in dark, I can move. So
Yeah.
We are gonna pick up with Vega. Are you gonna be going directly home, or are you gonna stop by that faded red bug? Of
I'll stop by the bug. Absolutely, just check in.
Yeah, Kareem, you hear Vega stop outside your car.
Just knock on the window.
He's like, oh, what's up? Rolls down window. It's the little one that you turn so it's like, eek, 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 eek.
I'm just gonna look at him like fucking take off the helmet and just go. Did you get knocked out?
No, I left.
Okay,
I've been in my
cool.
car for the past 10 minutes.
I put the fucking helmet on the top of the fucking car. Like, all right, cool. Some shit went down when you left. Like, I don't know if it was just me or if that guy was pinned down and had superpowers, but I got shocked. Like, triage bullshit.
Eat chips. Damn, that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it kind of fucking did. Like trying really hard not to fuck with his car. Yeah, just be careful, cause that shit. No one else was touching me, so keep on lookout for some weird shit. Also, and I pull out like my wallet, give him like $10. Don't steal, and then tap the car, put my helmet back on, and start running home.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Vega, as you get home,
Mhm.
your mother's there. Downstairs, still watching whatever drama she was watching. She's still awake. Your brothers are asleep because they have school the next day. And your father's out for his night shift.
Mhm.
For the time being, Penumbral, Lifeline, you guys are clearing up the situation. Triage, are you going to be hanging out whenever Dice gets there? I mean, you don't know that Dice is getting there, but like, are you going to be hanging out with Penumbral and Lifeline?
Gone silent.
Yeah, I like to think he wouldn't.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
that he would
I-
understand that he's kind of a vigilante that doesn't have any sort of licensure. And that getting caught is actually bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, my headset decided not to work. No, since I guess you didn't hear all that, but I got the address because I had to get out of there. I don't know how much you heard. I don't know what was the last thing you heard. But
I know that you
basically-
have the address to meet up at Lifeline's area whenever.
Yeah, I was acting worried because the Robin Hood shit I've been doing.
Mhm.
Cops still don't like that shit. So even if it's just the normal cops, I would get out of there.
Okay.
And I told them I had to go, and I would tell them later on
Okay.
what's going on. And it's been a tough 3 years.
Gotcha. All right, which means Penumbral, Lifeline. Oh, where's that?
Is something? It's complicated.
Okay, I'll turn that down.
Was it me again?
No, it's just an echo.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try my headset again. See if I can hear if you guys can hear me.
Okay.
Test,
Alright.
test.
Yes,
Test?
that's fine.
Good? Okay, we're good.
So Penumbral, Lifeline, as the agent in the suit comes poofing out into existence, like a beam of light opens up and then particleized into just right there in front of you as the police come pulling in, ambulances are there, and he looks around and looks back and he goes, "It seems you guys have done a rather great job from the sounds of things.
Could have
Only
been
2
better.
deaths."
It's too many.
Yeah, he sounded sarcastic from the get-go.
I do believe that Carmine here doesn't understand the subtlety of sarcasm. Looks over.
Only 2 deaths. Where the fuck were you at?
Yes, guy in the suit. We suffered 2 casualties because we were unable to get here in time, or I wasn't able to help them in time. But Penumbral did wonderfully. We only had a couple of minor trampling and minor injuries in the crowd, thanks to him. He split them up, averted a further panic, and made sure that they stayed in a secure location. The shooter was apprehended, but he was disarmed before I got there. And there was a strange power. It gripped everyone in this racking pain. It's like I lost all control of my motor functions, which is very strange for me, considering my movement set, and I've never felt anything like it before.
He looks around. So you're telling me that there was a secret
That or an act of God. Or the devil.
Fucking love that talk right there.
Luckily, we don't believe in those. So, he
Well,
walks
a
around.
super could be either if they're strong enough.
Ooh.
You watch as he almost side eyes you, and you can almost feel it through the sunglasses whenever you say that, and then begins walking over and addressing the remainder of the police force and whatnot. You can see that there are some SMA agents there, and that they're going through just doing their thing, trying to see if there was any sort of other supers involved in this event, this tragedy, so to speak. And then
St. Mary's.
what's up?
At St. Mary's.
Yeah, at St. Mary's. This poor little church. And that would end that night. If you guys are going to go rest up, Carmine, where do you go to sleep?
Dice dorms.
Dice dorms, which means that Penumbral, you're brought over into the same place, they are going to bunk you now because Carmine, you
Yep.
had your own room for a little bit, but you are now just hip to hip, have to keep up with Pernumble.
You know what I think is fucking hilarious is that
I'm his parole
he
monitor.
was in the fucking like villain like reformation program.
Yeah.
Had his own room. Now that he's done, he doesn't get to have his own room anymore.
Oh no, he is currently in the program.
Yeah, Gabe's in the program. I'm basically his parole officer.
Yeah.
I never. Yeah, even when we did that villain reform arc, I was basically in Holden, and I had the nicest time there, and they kind of just let me go. And then the prison break happened.
In the prison break, and that fucked everything up. Yeah, so you get a nice little room with Pernumble. That you can see that they've already put an extra bed on the opposite side of where your bed would be, and just moved all your stuff over to the left side of the room.
They could have asked. I would have moved my own stuff. Wait. Goes over to a whiteboard covered in glizzy recipes. They better not fucked with my fucking recipe book.
Let's see.
You gonna roll it? Yes, do it.
You know what? It's nothing that you can't like get back, but like the expo kind of got smudged when they were grabbing the sides of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Those bastards! Don't set me back a week. It's just a fucking conspiracy board of ingredients, preparation styles, all of hot dog ingredients. I'm trying to construct the perfect hot dog. The greatest
Yarn
glizzy.
strings all across it.
Yes. It's one of those it's one of those nice like reversible ones that you can flip over to the other side. Just a rollaway one. It's plastered in sticky notes.
Yeah. And Pernumble,
Okay.
your side is just a bed.
Yep, sounds about right.
Looks over at Gabe's just a bit. We can work on making this place a little bit more homey.
Nah, this is more than I got at my house.
Oh, ignore the bags of blood on the shelf. That's totally normal.
Sure. Sure. I lived in a basement for half my life.
No, seriously, I use it to heal people.
I bleed a lot to the point where I have to drain a pint a day. So that I don't have high blood pressure.
Consequences of the powers.
But hey, I'm a universal donor, so I can use it to help people.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. You forget that he just has no social skills.
We're gonna work on that.
Information.
So, Vega, when you wake up the next morning,
Wait. Before it goes to morning.
got it.
So, after he falls asleep,
Okay.
where did he put the GPS device?
Oh yeah. That's a fair point.
I would just throw it on a nightstand.
What you doing now?
So,
Okay.
I do have a phone, and I'm going to hack the GPS device so that I can lock my location on the GPS whenever I want. So it's like an on-off switch if I lock it in place where it thinks I'm at,
Okay.
and I can just turn it back on to reset it.
I'm gonna set the DC at 8 because it is a dice device. But roll half.
Fair enough.
Dice device.
Dice device.
Dang.
Dang.
He got it.
Why is he so good at hacking? Where did he learn the code? Well, it's been 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
In 3 years with the evil organization.
Yeah, he's been with Devil, so he comes back. I know how to hack things. If I can grabs
So I need no kung fu. I know how to hack things.
you successfully have the on-off the GPS.
Okay, and now the night can pass.
Okay.
I have that freedom.
Fucking acronyms are like the Sonic acronyms of Guardian Unites of Nations. Fucking
Yeah.
I know.
Gun.
I love
So
it.
That's my
stupid.
favorite acronym.
GUN. Did you guys actually call yourself Gun? Yeah, it's great. Like the guys,
Sure.
are you actually calling yourselves Devil? Yes.
Yes.
All right.
The answer is yes, because in superheroes I get to be cheesy and serious at the same
Stupid.
time,
We can be campy. We can be edgy.
all in
Awesome.
one,
Oh,
and it's
sir.
completely acceptable. So,
You're great.
Vega, when you wake up the next morning, your mother
Can I
is.
throw mine so we can? Because you forgot about me.
Didn't you say you were
I just
leaving?
want to throw. Yeah, I left. So when he left, he actually was using his life sense to find a one of the buildings, like apartment, New York style apartment. Find an empty one, and he's gonna break into there. I mean,
Okay.
he can't pour it in, but he's gonna break in. So I'll get a point into that later.
Okay. So you're just going to just break into an apartment,
Yeah,
and
from
an empty apartment. I'm assuming because you can let Sims inside of it.
yeah.
Okay.
I just want to show the hardships.
Yeah. All right. You don't have any thievery, so I'm just gonna roll unscathed.
Just fucking breaking it in there and trying to commit a B&E.
It takes you a minute, probably like 40 minutes to get this lock open, but eventually you do.
All right, character development. He'll learn some of this later on.
Okay.
It's easy. Or unless there's a cockroach in there. Do I find a place with a cockroach? No, we're good.
Yeah. So you're gonna be breaking into an apartment that you think is empty, and whenever you get inside, you can see that there is various furniture and whatnot, as if whoever is not there right now is probably at work or something.
Alright, so I'm gonna just leave there. I'm gonna put something on the door, find something in the house that makes noise. So when they open the door, I'll hear it.
Okay.
Or make it harder for them to get in, so they have to kind of slam into the door type deal.
This is absolutely
back
fucking
room.
perfect, actually. Thank you for breaking into an apartment.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, this is great. I get to tie everything into one
Also
before I
bathroom.
end the session. So here we go. I'm gonna start the plot now. Everything was just leading up to this. And
You telling me this was just Roxas?
yeah,
Fucking Twilight Town?
unfortunately, my summer vacation.
I'm tearing up now.
So
I felt hurt.
Vega, you wake up the next morning, and as you go downstairs, you don't smell this. Like normally, there's breakfast. Your brother's cutting food or something. Your mother had made it. Your mother is panicking.
Oh, there's a Chekhov's gun.
She is calling into your father's work. What you can pick up over the conversations, like he didn't come home last night, blah blah blah. But whenever she's calling, no one is picking up because she's almost like talking to a voicemail. Your brothers had already left for school, but she is pacing back and forth as she is repeatedly calling into your father's work.
You want to go swing by, see if he's there? Maybe she's busy.
She nods her head and is like, "Yeah, would you mind?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking tired as shit. Like definitely slept like 4 hours, but just trying to be like, yeah, I got it. Go puts on the fucking leather jacket and grabs the helmet just in case and starts heading over.
As you approach your father's work, it's at a factory. He is very just. He's consistent. It pays well. It's not like,
Yeah.
but he didn't strive for much further than that. He knew what to put food on the table, and he could be with his family. Whenever you get there, you can see that there are police cars and ambulances surrounding the entire factory. It seems like they are
Immediately put the helmet on and fucking start running in.
Well, before that, you can see that they are carting out. It doesn't look like it's an active like situation, but you can see that there are people in hazmat suits, and that they're wheeling out individuals on the carts, their bodies covered, as they're taking them into ambulances, and there are multiple of these carts being brought out.
All right. Well, if it's not an active situation, I'll keep the helmet off and I'll walk up and go, "What's going on?"
The police officer looks back and says that you should get back.
My father works here. What the fuck's going on?
There's been the carbon monoxide poisonings. There is something we don't know what's going on. I mean, we're being honest with you, kid. As he turns around, dropping the police officer thing, the act. I don't know. This keeps happening.
I look at him and I go, "I know where my father works, right? Like what department he's in." I'm gonna ask him, "Did this affect the entire building?"
He holds his breath in and goes, "I'm sorry, son. We haven't found a single person in that building alive."
Fucking puts on the helmet, turns around, thinks for a hot second, and force charges as fast as he can away. I'm leaving.
Triage, you hear the jingle of the apartment building as the door opens up.
All right.
Oh
I'm
no!
going to react.
Oh,
I'm in the back
God.
of the room. Back
Yeah.
to the place.
Um,
I'm going to use life sense and try and sense something outside of the building.
Yeah. As you do, you almost feel like the oxygen in your body is depleted
Ooh.
the moment that he steps in. As if you can't breathe.
Yeet yourself. Yeet yourself.
Make a, I'm going to make a bigger roll for you.
Okay.
He
Yeet
literally
yourself.
takes their breath away.
Depending on that is what
Yeah.
I can do.
Yeah, you make the bigger check. You have just enough air right now that you can make this teleport. I'm going to roll the teleport, okay? There's a bunch of people down on the streets. You'd be fine to teleport into the streets. You know that, yeah. So, I'm gonna roll for the teleport. But right now, it feels like you're very like breathing itself is not happening.
That's odd for him, especially.
Oh fuck!
Oh no.
You rolled a 2. You want me to use a penny so that we can re-roll it?
That's for my teleporting out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
So in that second, I because of my loss of breath, I lost focus.
Yeah.
So and I try again.
Okay. I didn't want my character to die right off the fucking bat.
Sounds like it would do.
Yeah, as you hit, like you will gain back like a deep breath. You can breathe again.
Right behind the person I ported to.
Yeah.
Huge breath.
Yeah. The person looks behind at you and goes,
Well, sorry. Sound breath.
And yeah, as with the and yeah, now you're down on the street.
So I look back at the place and I'm committing it to memory because as soon as my guy's like, I mean, he's not super smart, but he's not completely dumb. He's knows something's up with that place, so he's gonna remember this place. Look at the street signs and address and write it down if able.
Well, since you were in a rush to teleport out, uh, for your life sense, and you don't even have to roll for this. You can't sense anybody up in that apartment. You can't even tell where it was at if you look up into the building.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna write down that then.
So you more have the building.
Yeah, you know where the building is, but not the apartment, the specific apartment.
Yeah, because it was dark last night.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll remember the building.
Right.
And write it down. Or I do have a phone. I stole it from Walmart.
Yeah.
So I put it down in the address book.
Gotcha.
Walmart.
Walmart. Yeah.
Walmart. Sorry.
Walmart.
You're writing it down.
Yeah. And Lifeline, Penumbral, you're awakened by the man standing in the room. And he claps his hands and he goes, "There's been another carbon monoxide poisoning. And we no longer are leaving this up to San Francisco's officials, as this has grown much larger than just a few families dying."
Jesus, can you knock?
I don't know. This seems more efficient.
You gotta work on that, Gabe. This isn't normal. Don't accept this. But so this is just carbon monoxide poisoning, isn't it? What? Or you think it's someone? You think it's a soup?
It has to be. An entire factory is now laid waste. Over 122 employees are now dead.
My gosh.
Man, tragic.
That man got bored and walked into a factory and said, "Yeah, this seems right."
Do we have any leads? Where do we even start with this?
That's why he came to us to go find them.
I'm
A lead.
search and rescue, but I'll try.
I mean, our lead is the factory itself, I guess.
As far as we know, we have nothing. That's why we ignored the first 5 times. As he almost smiles at that, and he goes, "We simply thought that San Francisco was falling apart."
Well, it sort of is, but beside the point.
Gabe, as he looks over at you, "If I ask for your input, then you can provide it. Please." As he turns around.
Just because he's in villain reform doesn't mean he lost any basic human rights. He's entitled to his opinion, and if you want our help with this investigation, he might even have some gems of knowledge and wisdom to drop on us, since we have no idea what we're up against.
Fine. Whatever. Determine what is causing this. That is your current assignment. That will be your assignment until these poisonings, as he puts up quotation marks, stop happening.
Understood.
Yes, sir. Right away.
All right.
Nice.
And finally, poor old Laceration's kind of not dragged into the plot at all, but he never really is. He just hangs.
There.
Yeah.
But this kind of happens to him.
Yeah.
Plot does just happen to me.
Yeah, it
He's the
does.
protagonist.
saw an opportunity on how to introduce him and give Vega a motivation.
You saw the opportunity to kill someone's bonds again, and you went for it.
I didn't kill his bonds. I killed a bond.
That is dead. He's upgraded from pets. He's upgraded to ferrets.
It parent, probably.
I better not hear a single. Why is Vega killing people now? Out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah, no, that's, I
I don't
Gave
hear
this
why
man a
don't you
villain
just like
motivation.
dice ever. Like
No, Vega, this can be your Uncle Ben moment.
this is not my. This is the exact opposite of my Uncle Ben moment because this could have been stopped by pre-established and already in place defenses.
Wait,
And
this
it wasn't.
could be your Batman moment.
Yeah, buddy. This is my fucking Red
Great
Hood
power.
moment. That's what it fucking is.
Oh no.
This could be
Yes.
my ass. My dad just got killed, and hundreds of others. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
122.
Technically, I've killed thousands, but
This
Who's
isn't a competition.
Yeah. And the people in charge are like, we just let it fucking happen a couple of times. We figured we just like figure it out. And then the first thing they do is they look at junior heroes and go, hey, go fix this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
We're gonna
this
give
is
you
an
no
enough.
support. We're not
Yeah.
gonna do anything for you. Go fix it on your
We
own.
have
junior
Hero
hero and
protected.
villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and somebody who also
A
actively
provisional-
commit terrorist attacks.
a provisional hero and a guy out on parole, on
Yeah.
probation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Vega has. He doesn't even know that part. If he knew that part, he would probably already go villain, like right now,
Yeah. Because
like immediately, because
Dice
the
doesn't
system
find
isn't
it-
working.
yeah, Dice doesn't find it important enough to be fucking.
Which implies that there is something more important, but we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
either Dice
and-
is just like sitting on their fucking ass, or
Yeah.
there's
And
bigger
you know,
things.
that's kind of what I'm trying to get across. Is like, yeah, there is something, but it doesn't look like that to you guys. It looks like they're a piece of the shit, and that's
They are.
Yeah.
No, you can have a legitimate
They
reason
really
for
are.
it and still
Yeah,
be a
they
piece
are.
of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why Lacerate doesn't fuck with suits.
So, Vega, you're charging off anywhere in particular.
I'm probably going to look for the next person I can punch. I need something that, or I'm going to break something really, really big.
Yeah.
Like, I probably just charge off until I run out of kinetic energy. Just fucking not having need a moment to dump emotional energy.
Here,
And,
I got something for you.
The ocean.
As you are
Fun,
charging and charging and charging, you remember the statue of Captain Lincoln that sits in San Francisco Tower. Not Tower, in San Francisco Central Park. Almost a giant statue honoring this hero.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just probably
absolutely.
Covered in graffiti now.
Yeah, if I have the energy to do it, I'm breaking the shit out of that statue.
As you pull up early morning to the statue, not enough people have, like, there's some people on their morning runs and whatnot. There's not a lot of people in this park. And you see the statue of Captain Lincoln. They have engraved meticulously the stars where his cosmic parts meet the more solid suited metallics. As the statue almost stares down condescendingly at you.
Yeah, fuck that statue.
Yeah.
Doodle.
Fuck that statue.
Fuck that statue.
Fuck it.
Fuck that
Yeah.
statue. Oh my
That
god.
statue.
Fuck that
Take that
statue.
statue.
Fuck that statue.
Let's hope the dice say the same.
Man, I can tell you,
Yeah,
man. This,
no, it did.
Oh,
game
it did.
knows when to
Okay.
Hey,
explode.
it got explode. Yeah,
that-
perfect timing.
Yeah, it exploded in Mach speed. Like, how do you want to destroy the statue?
Because I know that there are people around, I think I will force charge up and then force charge down. So just
Okay.
Ooh,
8.
solid.
So that way it's not like flinging debris into like one specific direction. It's all downward force.
Yeah.
Imploded inward.
Yeah.
Man, you fucking A-train that statue.
Yeah. As the statue is demolished, and people stop, sort of stare in the direction. What are you doing, Victor?
Gotta get away from the debris.
Just like stands up out of the rubble, and whoever the fuck can see me in my stupid like makeshift hero gear, just fucking there will not be a hero to save you when you need them, and then force charge away.
Alright. Triage, you're wandering the streets. Lacerate, you're wandering the streets as well.
Yeah,
I
with
am
that-
walking around.
I think I'm heading towards the address though that I was given.
Oh, the Glizzy Gobblers.
I'm heading towards our old hideout.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That man's just reminiscing.
Yeah. He's going on a nostalgia trip. He saw Vega last night and is gonna.
The hole. Look at the
Yeah.
hole.
And since this was actually one of the old boxing arenas, not arenas.
It was an abandoned warehouse off of from his dad's work.
Yeah.
It was one of those like storage warehouses that they just kind of forgot about over time, and that's
Yeah.
why we were able to hang out in there. Because technically it fell under the property, but the owners just didn't give a shit about it, so nobody went there. But it was unused.
Mhm.
Now we put a hole in it.
Yeah, well, there's several holes in it. Captain Lincoln, you the fucking roof.
You are right.
So you step through the hole on the right hand side of the building, and you can see the old TV that hasn't been on for years, plugged up at the center. You can see the pallet boxes on the right where you used to just meld down into the bottom of it. You can see where you guys sparred, even you and Captain Lincoln back in the sparred. You can see the hole that you flew out of. You can make out several of the shell casings from whenever it was raided.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was rated. It's crazy nobody's here anymore. You think
It's settled over like a thick layer of dust.
I'm gonna blow the dust off the TV and cut it on.
As you cut on the TV, you can see that a reporter is standing there. San Fran tonight, as the reporter speaks, reporting once again. What's up?
Tonight or today?
Tonight. That's the name of the channel. San Fran tonight.
Nice.
The news station. And they go, once again, a tragedy is struck in San Fran, Tokyo, as a factory has been another victim, not a victim, but a casualty to the carbon monoxide poisonings that have been infiltrating the city. Scientists believe that there might be something underlying the artificial island as we do fall between the two fault lines. Some sort of gases are coming up and into the land and then reaching up into our atmosphere, or at least the layer in which people are breathing. As the reporter goes on and on.
As I was hearing that, that's fucking dumb. Shouldn't we all be dead then?
Yeah. And she goes, it is a wonder why it is striking certain parts of the city. And we have lead investigator from DICE stepping in, and you see
after hearing DICE.
You did what?
I cut off the TV after hearing DICE.
You cut off the TV after hearing DICE. Gotcha.
Yep. And them guys don't know shit about shit. Gets up and walks out.
These guys don't know shit
as
about fuck.
You see right before you cut off the TV, you can see that it is flat as he steps on with a hat over his head.
Oh god, that just triggers him.
As you cut off the TV.
He probably destroyed the TV.
Yeah, but that probably ended up breaking the power button.
Yep.
No more watching TV, I guess. starts walking out. How far is the warehouse from the factory?
So if it's part of the factory is like older buildings, you're probably not that far away. Probably at best, you could probably see the factory from where you're at if you were to step out front.
We're about to go do some investigating.
Gotcha. All right,
I'm
Vega.
gonna pull some Assassin's Creed bullshit. Hopping the roofs.
Hopping roofs, jumping down. Actually, not Vega. Triage. What you doing?
Well, I don't know. I guess I made it to. I look at the
Glizzy
address. I
Gobblers?
look
Yeah.
up, and I see the
Gobblers.
sign. Glizzy Gobblers. No wonder why he gave me this address. He just hungry and want to find that special Glizzy.
Carmine,
he-
you're working today. Gabe, also, you have been dragged along to work.
I know. I'm stuck with him, so I'm there.
Yeah.
He's in the back watching all those. This is how we do the job shows on the TV in the back room.
Welcome to Glizzy Gobblers. This is your employer introductory.
He's watching the orientation video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours long.
As a new Glizzy member, a Glizzy
Glizzy Guardian.
member, as we
Absolutely
say here in the
Glizzy Guardians. We are Glizzy Guardians. We are a
Glizzy
team.
Guardians. I hate
Glizzy
that.
Guardians. Write that into the story so far.
Yeah,
Session
so
one.
like,
Glizzy
and like the cook's
Gobbler.
called Glizzy Slingers. Just fucking the dumbest.
Guardians.
He's got that on just in the background, but he's using the computer to access other stuff.
Okay. What you doing on the computer?
Accessing information around the city to see what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. You have received. So are you pulling up information? Like, give me a specific or
Like, he's got multiple screens up at the same time, multiple tabs, and he's going through. He's got like Twitter, so he can see what the people are talking about. He's got a news station on one. And then he's trying to see if he can
Hoping
access
bad.
any of the files that Dice has.
from this computer, no, you can't access anything that Dice. They're too.
No, I'm trying.
Oh, I'm trying, but yeah. From this computer, not happening. But for everything else, you can get an overwhelming feeling just based upon like your research. After is that Dice is on a downspin, at least in public society. People don't trust him. People aren't standing them, especially after Captain McNeil left. No one has really any faith in Dice, and they're kind of moving away from this idea of heroes, and they're falling back more on like government agencies stepping in and doing what they have to.
Are we getting some fucking sentinels?
Anyways,
I'm going.
yeah, you step
Next
into
one,
Glizzy Gobblers, and you can see that Carmine is. You can see the kitchen in the back, and he's cooking. He has like a hairnet on and everything, and then you can see a very old friend that you haven't seen in a while, Ellen Cole, Leyline, Miss Electric herself.
Who can't eat shit.
Spark plug.
Who can't hit shit. Yeah. Is sitting there, and she is taking orders from people, setting at the counter.
Do they wear a Glizzy hat?
They do. You know what? Glizzy Guardians wear a Glizzy.
It's shaped like it's in the style of our blues hat, the little fucking hot dog hat. But there's an actual hot dog in it. Well, not an actual hot dog, but like
Like a
hot
rubber
dog.
one, something like that. Yeah. Oh wow, that's awful. Good. What is the introductory line of servers at fucking? Oh, is this stupid place called?
Wait, no.
Glizzy Gobblers?
Glizzy. The opening line is like Glizzy Gobblers, what you gobbling, and
Oh my god.
Yes. I hate it.
Everything about this job screams I'm 16 and have no money, so this is where I'm at.
Hey,
Opening
I'm
for
19 and have no money.
Glizzy God. Welcome to Glizzy God. What you got?
Don't worry, I'm laughing, but I'm eating, so I
God.
muted myself.
Oh man, that's all the notes for session so far. I need to
It's just
write down the
I'm just
others.
doing stuff.
I will not. I will die now.
Hey, you're only writing down the important stuff, so you're good.
Oh man, Penumbra will have to go through fucking training. He's like, I need to not be here. I'm not wearing this damn hat. I'm not safe.
You still missing an eye and an arm?
Yeah. No, not an arm.
Not an
Just
arm.
an eye.
Yeah,
Okay,
he had
I
his
was like-
leg broken, and his arm broken, but he didn't lose them.
I thought
He
you said
only
he,
lost
he,
his eye.
like I said, he was missing an arm.
No.
And I was like, God, could you imagine just a one-armed dude who's like impressively just intimidating by existing, going, "Welcome to Glizzy Gobblers. What are you gobbling?"
Yeah.
Just one eye, dead in the other one, just having a bad time.
Just soul dead as well as he says this.
They're sitting there
Just
stuttering,
Worse
trying to
and
get their order
tortured,
out.
and
And
he's
he's like,
actually
"What
been tortured.
are you gobbling?"
What you Oh man, yeah. As you enter into the building triage, you watch as the girl looks over at you and says, "Welcome to Glacy Gobblers. What you goblin?"
Is Carmen here? Because I only met her once, I believe, personally.
Yeah, you only met her once.
Yeah, you probably don't even recognize her or remember her.
Yeah, she's older now.
So I'm like, hey, is Carmen here?
Carmine? Yeah, he's in the back. What do you need from him?
He told me to meet him here. He works here? I thought he just ate here. He really likes his glizzies.
You watch as she eyes you suspiciously, and then she goes, "Why do you need it?"
He told me to meet him up here. And
No, how do you know him? As she puts down the notepad. Excuse me. Walks in front of the counter towards you and like puts her hands up, props her chin up, and she goes, "How do you know?"
he's my friend.
All right. What sort of friend?
Why the fifth degree? You can get him and you can ask him yourself.
why is she always such a weirdo?
We're all weirdos.
I am normal.
You're trying to be normal and failing miserably.
Significantly more than this failure.
She says, "Go and take a seat over there," and she points to the back corner of the Lizzie Gobblers. And do not move.
I believe this is a public place.
Do you want me to get Carmine or not?
Yes, please.
Then go to
And
the
can
back.
I get one of your glissy specials at the same time also?
No.
You work here.
Yeah, no. I don't need to work. I only do it for Carmine. So, go over there. Back.
Yeah. You can get me a glizzy. I
Simp.
appreciate it.
Oh yes, the turning of the simp.
She turns around, and as she opens up, she says, "Carmine, your boyfriend is here."
Boyfriend. Puts two and two together. I'm taking my 15.
You watch as your boss in his office looks over his balding head, dark hair, and he goes, "You mean your 10?"
My 10. Jeez, Dave.
I have more notes.
The lore will consist of glizzy gobblers. We're gonna write a freaking food code, and I'm gonna build a menu.
Man, there's gonna be a game eventually that we run that is all about working at glizzy gobblers.
All right.
Head out, see who my boyfriend is.
As you step through, you can see the triage.
He's
Owen.
not sitting down. He's
Owen.
leaning against the wall,
Yeah.
the window.
Um, Ellen has went back to working and taking people's orders.
I'm just gonna walk over to triage. Hey, hope she didn't give you too hard of a time.
Yeah,
Her people
man, you
skills
need to
could
put
use
a
more.
tighter leash on her.
Whoa, whoa. I'm not into that.
Ha!
She just has some very bad social issues.
Have you met our friends?
She owes me a
Yes.
glizzy too. Tell her it's not for me.
I'll get you one, man.
All right, I appreciate it.
On the house.
Oh, well, got a little bit of money. All right,
Good,
so
because anything that I give on the house, Dave takes out of my check.
uh,
God, it is actually like the worst kind of food job. That's amazing. This is like working at a Subway and then also working at like the shittiest McDonald's at the same time.
so I guess he actually sits down at this time. He's like, all right, so I kind of recovered from last night and this morning. I could tell you what happened. What I know.
Yeah, I'd be happy to hear about it for the next 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
Oh, damn,
Yeah,
they
sorry.
got you on a leash.
Yeah, I'm on my break, and if I work over, they take it out of my paycheck.
All right, I'll try to be fast, but it's a pretty big deal, and I know you're working with someone special. It seemed last night, but Father John was there last night. The active shooter wasn't the real threat. It was Father John. He's how I could only imagine you felt it, but he's the
Yeah.
one that
That terrible presence that seized everyone in the vicinity.
um he's a real big threat. He's not just being followed because he brainwashed people. He's strong, and I'm scared. I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for everyone in this city. I could say I'm scared for everyone in the world. He's trouble, and he sounds like he's getting close to whatever his final plan is.
As unfortunate as the circumstances may be, I am glad to see you again, John. But the man just gave me a lead on something I've been working on. It's Father John. Once I get off work, can you tell me everything you know about him?
A lot of it's secret that I don't even know, but I'll tell you everything I do know.
Anything will help. He might be connected to the... Yeah, never mind, I've said too much.
All right, well, maybe you'll tell me more if I tell you what I know.
I'll tell you what I can, but it's part of an ongoing investigation.
You're gonna have to tell me about this other job. Why are you working here if you have? It sounds like you get paid well at the other place.
Well, the other job I have is... He slides out his original hero's license. Some hero work.
You're working for Dice?
I know we haven't had the best history with them.
Well, you guys had a worse history than I did, but yeah, no. From what I hear, they're probably someone we shouldn't want to work with.
They aren't all bad. And the facility and the organization does a lot of good. And I'm hoping I can do more from within it.
I could trust you. All right. Well, when do you get off shift? And is she coming along? Sounds like she's your girlfriend?
No, we're not like that.
How can you stand being with her if she's not your girlfriend? At least you would get something out of it.
That's a bit reductive and something that we need to talk about at another time.
All right. All right, man. I'm gonna let you have the rest of your break time. What is? Oh shit, man! You only have like a minute or two left.
Yeah, I gotta go. Well, I get off at 6. Meet me back here then, and we'll talk in detail.
All right. Thanks. I'll. Is there someone else working here other than you two, or can I get the glizzy from you? Because I don't want to fuck with her. She
I'll
seems
get
more
right
like
on it
a
as soon as I
hassle.
get back behind this.
All right, cool.
So last right, you're going to investigate Vega. What you up to after destroying the statue and charging off?
I am going to the train station to do something probably stupid.
Yeah.
And then I also said I was calling my mom to let her know what happened.
Yeah. Your mom picks up and goes, "Have you heard anything?" Vega.
Oh man, I don't know if Vega would make that connection, but I like the last time it was carbon dioxide, right? Did the police officer say that?
Yeah, that's exactly what they said.
Cool. Vega had a sneaking suspicion and is rather upset, but fuck that guy. I'll let her know what happened at the factory, and that Dad is probably dead.
You hear silence on either side of the phone, and then sobs as they break out over the speaker. And she repeatedly keeps saying the names like, "No, no, no, Vega, no." And she goes, "Oh, baby, please come home for this. I'm calling your brothers. Please."
I'll be home. I'll be home later, and then I hang up and I put my phone on fucking silent. Put it in. I'm going towards the train station.
Okay. What you doing at the train station, buddy?
I'm waiting for a train to come in.
You stand around for like 10 minutes until a train comes in, going downtown.
Mhm.
As you get in, I'm assuming.
I'm trying to decide if he would get in or wait for it to get off and then jump on top of it because
Okay.
he is not at all in a good mental state.
Yeah, that's up
That's
to
an
you.
understatement.
Yeah. So he'd probably wait for the train to start to take off and then jump on top of the train.
Okay. Could you make athletics?
Sure. Yum.
Yeah, no, you're good. You get on top of the train as it begins picking up speed. And remember,
What's the thing?
these trains are like bullet trains for how massive the city is.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Once I think it's at like getting near max or close to max, I'm gonna try and absorb as much energy as I can.
Okay, gotcha. Roll.
Sure.
Oh, what is going on? Vegas having a whole fucking
Damn it, what the
anger
fuck's going
tantrum
on?
with like what's happening. This is perfect.
Also,
Yeah, it
question:
is.
do I get a villain point for breaking fucking what's his name statue
Uh,
just in
yeah,
broad fucking daylight?
you know what? Yeah, no, that's pretty. Like, it's not outright murder, but it is destruction of property.
And it's also a symbol of what was once the
yeah,
only good hero they knew,
yeah,
just shattered.
yeah.
I don't know what the DC was, so 17.
Yeah, that beats it by what, 4, 3? You triple it. So
Okay. And I don't know. So what happens, DM, for the 17 as I roll to absorb as much kinetic energy from this
what do
fucking
you
bullet
want
train?
to happen? You're succeeding.
I would like to drain as all the kinetic energy out of this fucking thing. So it goes from like, it doesn't go to a stop immediately, but it just slows to a
Yeah.
crawl and stops.
Yeah, no, it grinds. You hear the wheels as it's fighting against it. It wants to move, but it cannot. As you are almost the air around you is shaking. Like the
And
particles.
I'm going to try and hold this train until a member of Dice gets here.
As
I'm coming.
Christ, I will.
Get me out of this
I
fucking
am done.
shitty
At that
restaurant.
moment, through our freaking police scanners, a train has been subdued. I was like, well,
Yeah.
we better go handle that.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like my time has come to atone.
Yeah, I just trying to fucking leave as fast as possible.
We have civilians to save.
We have civilians to say. Jesus
Not
Christ.
yet.
Yeah. As
In
you
here,
hold
make
the
this
train
blizzard.
in place, it's probably like 10, 15 minutes, and you start seeing that there's a helicopter flying around with the news cam as it's pointing itself in that direction.
I think that like you could see Vega on top, but there's also like a blue like energy coming off of him as he's fucking holding the train.
Yeah.
And most of it, like he's gonna ignore the fucking helicopter because he's waiting on somebody from Dice specifically.
Yeah.
He has questions and they're gonna fucking answer him, and he doesn't feel like going through a phone call.
Change your name from Vanguard to Rampage.
We're about to get there. We're on the way at this point.
As you sat there, we will go over to Lacerate, going to investigate the building. As you jump from rooftop to rooftop and you get over to the factory, Lacerate, what's the plan once you get there?
Go to the nearest vent and go through it.
Yeah. That's fine. You don't need to roll for that. That's your abilities. As you go
I am
into the vent, yeah.
Ain't got bones.
I move.
Yeah, as you slip into the building,
Power
you
Ranger.
can. It's almost deathly quiet in here at this point.
There's no cops here. There's nothing.
They're outside. You can, and it's like that dull echoey as it's like going around the building, but inside, at this very moment, it is quiet.
Okay. I'm going to, I guess, start walking around and see if I can find some things. With my hoodie on and mask on, by the way. Nobody
Can
see my face.
you make a notice check for me?
Yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Holy fucking shit! Yeah, you can.
What is with all the explodes?
Yeah, people be fucking blowing up.
It's
Yeah.
4 dice in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been, huh?
You just
Granted-
can't tell what's back that all my crank.
Yeah, it's telling a great story though with the exploding. Like it's perfect. Yeah, as you are walking around, you notice that the railing and the bars, like the iron bars,
Mhm.
they're almost rusty, as if everything. And you start picking up on that all the metallics, at least things that were iron, are rusted. That is, if they had oxidized.
Oh God. It's crazy. Any I want to see if I can see if there's a security area,
Like cameras.
cameras.
Yeah.
That's what they are. That's it.
You trying to look
That's
for
what I was looking for.
surveillance cameras, bud?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I got you. You're wandering about, and you find the surveillance cameras. And I'm assuming you're gonna scrub looking for things and whatnot.
Of course, gonna go the exact like probably a day ago
Mhm.
and see what happens. Because I know I'm gonna be there for a hot minute. Because I know it's just not like gonna pop up.
Yeah. Like as you go through, and it's probably gonna take like 3 hours.
It's just looking
Scrubbing.
at it.
Yeah, we know that life way too well, scrubbing cameras, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, as you keep going through the cameras and scrub. Nothing really stands out
Okay, let me go to the moment
that
that
everything
he
happened.
died. Yeah.
What you can tell, looking through the cameras, because you can see other people working. You can see people in their offices. You can see like the building itself, and it's almost as if all at once everyone began to choke. And as they began to choke, you can see that the railings and everything that they were working on, even within the buildings itself, begin to flake as the metals come off of it. The bodies, you can see that their faces begin to turn purple, and it's not as if like a normal like someone's being choked suffocation, or as if like you are underwater and you're running out of air. It's as if someone is taking the very oxygen around it and they are like ripping it from the body.
And then they're all on the floor, right?
Yes.
Is there anybody standing or like by the say if there's a camera by the front door or camera in the main area? Is there no one standing in the middle of that?
Nope.
What the fuck? In character.
Yeah.
This makes no sense. This is confusing. Alright, cool. I'm gonna leave the cameras. I'm gonna just start walking around the whole area. I feel like there has to be something.
It has to be something. Yeah. You are walking around and it just looks like a tragic accident. Whatever it is, even though whatever happened, like going through the cameras, there's no way that like anybody can explain this. Like there's supers in the world, yes, but they've never seen something of such scale, and that's why people are so confused that it can happen, and there's not any person or signs of a person around.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna do something stupid.
What?
Oh,
That's
We're gonna
normal.
do a stakeout. We're gonna
Join
wait.
me. I'm doing something stupid right now.
Join
we're-
me.
We're gonna do we're gonna do
like
a stakeout.
everyone said,
A
I'm gonna
lot
be
of
toxic.
villains return to the crime scene. So I'm gonna wait on the ceiling, by the way.
Yeah. So, Penumbral, Lifeline, Triage. You guys are finished with work for the day. Penumbral, you have finished your orientation. You've been handed an outfit of the Glizzy Gobblers Guardians crew.
Oh god.
I'm going to throw this away.
Welcome to the Citadel.
As Dave hands it to you, he goes, "You lose the uniform that cost you money."
He should have made you
You,
pay for
sir,
it.
I appreciate it so much.
Carmine in the background, the biggest smile, 2 thumbs up. I'm so proud of you. Mouths over.
You watch as Dave puts out his hand and goes, "It's nice to welcome you onto the crew, Dave."
What does Dave look like?
Dave is the dark-haired balding man.
From State Farm.
I'm going to put everything in intimidating this guy. Yes, so happy to be onto this crew.
As you're gonna intimidate him.
Yes, I am the top dog around here.
We're gonna roll a spirit die. It exploded.
He exploded?
Yeah.
He exploded twice?
Yeah.
Dave is the top
8,
dog around
11.
here.
San Francisco. He's thrown hands before.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. As he shakes your hand and he goes, "Yeah, get your attitude down when you're talking to customers."
I'm about to kill him. About to kill this entire goddamn facility.
As he
Immediately.
he turns around and he says, "I expect you here at 7 in the morning tomorrow."
Yes, sir, with pleasure.
It'll be $5.50 an hour, and he shuts the door.
That's
That's the same
less than
price of a
federal
glizzy.
minimum wage.
That is literally how much it costs for the glizzy combo
That-
meal.
I'm
That is
gonna turn
illegal.
around and I'm looking at Carmine.
Oh man.
I am so
I
proud of you for
will
putting
pay
down
you
that
back
grade.
for this someday.
Oh, I'm sure.
Mark my words.
Remember that feeling of poison rising up to the top of your lungs, and make sure you bite it down because our customers have the brain power
Mark
collectively.
my words.
He's trying to intimidate
Why are you
everybody.
intimidating?
Mark my words.
Mark him, goddammit!
Fucking life.
Oh god.
Damn it.
Beats. You guys are there.
Relax.
Yeah, it's
Relax.
just equivalent.
Mm.
Yeah, nothing happens, but like you can tell the game's upset.
Hey, this is just an intro gig, just something to get you on your feet. You can totally find somewhere else to work.
Why are we not going to this train? Why am I not going to this train
No,
that I
because
heard on the
you guys
police
haven't
scanner?
heard about the train yet, but
We haven't
triage
heard
is
about
out
the
there
train.
yet.
Yeah,
Um,
Walmart has good phones.
We haven't heard about the train yet over the police scanner?
nope, nothing yet. Like you guys have been working, so to not be like
I
affected.
haven't been working.
Oh,
Been on
yeah,
a computer.
yeah, you have been on a computer, but you know, you haven't. All right, you haven't.
You have it.
What do you mean? My entire time, the entire time I was scanning for stuff over the web. I wasn't
Okay.
watching those
Yeah, that
videos.
is- yeah, you're right. You saw something on Twitter, but you haven't received any confirmation from Dice yet.
My guy's super smart. He can multitask.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You've seen it on Twitter, but you haven't received anything from Dice.
You kept me here on purpose.
It was a
Can we just
wonderful
get out of
work.
here? Can we get out of here as soon as possible? I
Yeah,
don't
gotta
want to
talk
come
to-
back here.
I gotta go talk to John anyway.
I don't even remember who the hell John was.
Triage.
Alright, Thanos.
No, I don't even
I
know
don't know who
who
you are.
To be honest,
Don't call me Wanda.
Yeah, as you guys head out,
Triage have interacted like maybe 3 times total, so
Fucking gay is
We
gonna walk
live
up to
with
the
each
glizzy
other.
goblin. Oh, the mascot is a glizzy goblin. Blast it.
besides the fact that I buried his
Please
brother
stop.
underground for him
Write that
after
down. Write that down.
Lazarate killed him.
Lizzie Goblin.
I remember that now.
Yeah. So, as you guys head out, triage, they finish their shift. So, I'm assuming you're meeting back up with them.
Well, I still haven't. I don't even know Gabe's around, so it'll be a surprise when he shows up.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, only
Your
Vega really
quotation
knows.
marks meeting up with Carmine, and Gabe is just going to be there.
Gabe, you all right? Last time we left, you were not happy with anyone and didn't want to
Wait,
come with us.
does he even recognize me? I don't have any shadows right now. I'm
Were
being a
you
normal
ever-
civilian.
Were you
Oh,
always? in
Yeah.
that
He was
form
always
whenever we
in
hanged
shadows.
out? Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
because he was socially, like, he had
Okay.
anxiety, so he didn't fuck it.
so I don't even know who he is right now. Then.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
this guy with an eye,
Shit.
or without an eye.
If the fucking guy in the suit didn't tell me who he was, I wouldn't have recognized him either.
Carmine, who's that? Are they cool?
Looks at
Just, I'm still upset from earlier, so I'm just staring him down angrily.
Just like constantly pissed off.
Yeah.
He looks
He's
a
a-
little
am
bit
today.
older.
He's a new hire over at Glazely Gobblers. He's in his orientation right now. He didn't have the best day. But
Just
he's cool.
ignore him. He has resting bitch face. It's okay.
Yeah.
I will fight you.
He said that to me.
No, I was talking to Carmine.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. If you say he's cool, well, maybe he works with you at the other job.
No, he
I
doesn't.
guess I should introduce myself again. I'm Gabe.
He's
My
gay.
Gabe?
I am Gabe.
Gabe.
Phenomenal Gabe.
Gabe.
I am Gabe.
He's
Are you-
gay.
Are you good, man? It's been 3 years. Last time I'm gonna have to do this over again. It's been 3 years since the last time I saw you, and the last time I saw you, you kind of went off with a crazy dude, and you wouldn't let me help you.
Well, you know, lost an eye. Broke a couple of bones. Went around the world. And now I'm held hostage. Just
Now
the
that-
normal stuff.
Important thing is he's back.
And I wish I was.
We're gonna work on that.
As you guys are about to cover any information on Father John, your little pager goes off, signaling that a train is being held hostage. One of the fastest things in the goddamn world are being stopped right now. And there are people on board, and this train is not going anywhere.
Yes, time to blow off steam!
So
Did you say that in character?
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly like that. Super happy, all of a sudden.
I don't think I've ever seen you emote ever.
Anything to get away from that place and forget it existed.
John, we have to go. I'm sorry about this.
Did you need help? I could like hide in the quotation marks up shadows. And
Time is of the
get
essence.
hurt.
Yeah, jump in the shadow hole.
Jump in the shadow hole. Fuck you. But prior to that,
It's the middle of the day.
It's later in the evening now because
Okay. I was like, if it's sunlight, I ain't got a shot now.
No, it's later in the evening because he held this in place so long that terraform comes up on top of the train.
Oh, we ain't got to do shit.
Oh, no,
Well,
no.
no,
I'm
no.
so shut up. I am not losing my opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I held this thing for a fucking minute.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because news was following through and they were coming around and everything. And they were thinking like, oh, this is nothing crazy. They tried to fire some shots at your direction, like the regular police force, and the amount of kinetic energy around just like just dissolved them. Terraform keeping their distance. You can see that where his attack with entropy had left him scarred and broken, but he's made where his left arm that was taken off by entropy, he's turned into like almost granite from his powers. So it's just solid rock. And he puts up a hand and he goes and he squints, recognizing you from like the end of the attack at the very least, and goes, wait, aren't you on our side? As he looks at the situation and he goes, why are you holding them hostage?
I stand up and look at him and goes, why did you let an entire factory die? Why did you let this happen more than once?
He looks down almost with shame and he goes, boy,
Don't,
I
if you...
A
I was
number
like-
wants to be here.
Number wants to be here.
Wants to be here now.
you will get there in a second. But this is before. At least some, yeah, you did. You missed some of the good sessions. Most superhero sessions are pretty good, generally.
I think every superhero session is good. There's either a plot or interesting side story.
Yeah.
It needs.
Magic, no. So he looks down with shame and he goes, "Boy, I'm gonna hate to say this, but a few hundred deaths ain't worth thousands of millions."
I look at him, like, just turn my head. Worth, huh?
There are things that we have to stop.
Yeah, there are.
I'm like, yeah,
That we
there
have to
are.
prepare for.
But you had time to come here for one train, right?
That train got thousands of lives on it.
It does not. Does it?
It's just that they're not thousands. It's a
Because I definitely hijacked this train earlier in the day.
yeah.
Like, and it was
Oh,
not
okay.
full
Yeah.
of people.
It's
like,
not. Yeah, it's not crazy. It's like 35 people. That sounds closer to normal in the early morning.
yeah.
Um.
They got this train for a minute, but like,
Yeah. He and he says, "You see how long it took for me to get here."
I'm like, yeah, I did. I figured you would just be as much of a disappointment as you've been the past 3 fucking years. But hey, right? We're on the same side. So this is your only fucking chance to give me a reason to want to help you. Because it seems like it would be better if I did it on my fucking own.
You know, as I said, you know, I had that same thought process back whenever I would fight against Captain Nuclear. Back whenever I believed that the best way to solve all our problems was to stop every single thing that came along. We don't have that manning. We don't have that people for this.
You've done a bang up job of proving that you can't do anything even with what you have. You don't even care about guys anymore. You come in, your people come in to my home and harass me and my family once a year. And then go, why don't you join up? And you wonder why that isn't fucking working.
Give
So-
us an answer. How are we
No.
supposed to build? Huh? And
No,
he
no.
steps back and he goes, "No, this isn't part of this." And he turns away. If you do not release this train, then you're going to prison. That's the only two options.
Hear a battle. Hear a battle.
So your whole thing of why I should join you is I'll go to jail, right? Because that works so well for fucking entropy.
Hmm.
I can keep holding this fucking train for as long as I want. Here's your option. You convince me or you make me let go of this train.
Oh God.
Good thing he has
Right?
that
Because this is your one chance, right? Because now you're finally here. You can actually do some good. Maybe this is how Dice gets a little bit of fucking goodness in the popular view, right?
He lifts his hand up and he goes, "I think I'm just gonna have to make it."
Cool. I force charge him with all that energy I've been holding on.
Gotcha.
Which,
That
by
sounds
the way,
like
the
it
train
hurt.
is going to restart.
Gonna take his other arm.
That sounds
So-
like a lot of pain.
It would be a regular force charge with what, +6?
Yeah.
You're so
Sounds like
calm,
I'm good.
Patrick.
What's that?
I'm just so confused as like this guy was like, what's his name? In
Endeavor.
no, kind of like Endeavor, but I was also thinking of like Lincoln from the Invincible, right? Where like, yeah, he's a hero, but he's fucking bad at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Scary.
You,
Plus fighting.
Yeah.
Because I am actually using fighting as well.
and force
And
charges
that's-
pace
So
because you're moving.
20, yeah, 20 plus 10, so 37.
37. His parry is only 30, so roll for damage.
So what do I roll for damage?
It is the force charge, the fighting, and it depends. Are you gonna Nova on top of a train, or you just charge?
I'm not gonna. I'm just trying to hit him. I'm not trying to actually hurt people, which is why
Yeah.
I stopped the train.
Yeah.
So keeping that +6 because
Yep.
I lost my other dice, so it's gonna take a while to load.
Oh, you're
Yep.
I'm staring at it. It froze.
Yep, another dice just went into the void, and so it's trying to figure out what that number was.
19.
19 plus fighting and then space.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. 16, and that's so shit.
Oof.
That's what he's about to say.
19 plus 16 plus
37,
7, 42.
35. My bad.
It's
42.
a total of 42.
Holy shit.
As he gets slammed with all of that, and like he's getting hit with what
Yeah,
3
and-
hours worth of energy
Yeah.
from a fucking bullet train.
And while he's in charge of dice, and it's wild, but that's what's happening right now. His toughness is 40. As you charge into him, it fucking takes the breath out of him as he is shaken to his core.
That has to leave a shockwave in the air, but that,
Yeah,
that has
no, he goes
shake-
fucking flying too.
I would imagine that Vega, this is the most energy Vega's ever tried to absorb and also use at the same time. So when he hits him, fucking, he goes flying, but Vega is like fucking flat stopped on top of the train. Like he didn't get to keep any other energy. All of it was dumped.
Yeah.
So he's right where he was, and now the other guy's flying. Just
And this is why you guys received the warning, because Terraform just got fucking flung across the city.
That's when I noticed one off.
It all could have been avoided had you just let me reacted.
Yeah. So
I am Dice. I am Dice.
I am Dice.
yeah,
Like,
the moment that fucking Terraform goes flying away, the train begins to move again, picking up
and I'm,
speed.
yep, and
Yeah.
I'm like on top of it, like, oh fuck, I didn't think far past this at this point.
Boom, boom. As the speed begins to pick up, and you go sliding like back as like the friction, like you could imagine that your feet got like pushed into the train a little bit from
Yeah.
like the force, but even
Mhm.
then
They got
it started
jelly
to
legs.
lift and like slide you backwards.
I'm going to hop off the train and just like let myself fall into the ground and try to absorb it.
Yeah. Roll absorption.
No more bonuses, by the way, because oh fucking hell! Holy
Hey.
shit! Never mind.
Fucking
What did
hero
you do to
lands on the
fantasy
fucking
grams?
ground, just boom. And that's whenever Penumbral and Lifeline and Triage step through a shadow door.
Penumbral, did you hack?
My shadow dooring too. I haven't even spread out my darkness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Everybody can just straight up see everything.
Yeah, you're right. Spread your darkness, so you know where you're going.
You are watching from a fucking like there is definitely being live streamed by like 30 copters at this point because Terraform's got rocked and there's no
Oh,
way.
don't worry. There won't be any vision anymore.
Yeah. As everything gets
No one sees anything.
completely black, and the only people that can sense things are Triage and Lifeline at this point. As Penumbral, you know where you're going, so you can open up a shadow door and drag them through.
Yep. And I'm also gonna
Are we on?
open up a shadow door and put the helicopter in a loop so it doesn't crash into anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, as you are pulled into the shadow door, you can see right as Vegas smashes into the ground in front. Lacerate, as you're rubbing the cameras, you can see outside there is like a giant circular area, not like maybe a block away, of just pure darkness. out the window.
What was this, part 3? Mm. I'm
Part
gonna stop
15,
my
but
my investigating and head towards the darkness. Full sprint, by the way.
Yeah. As Vega, you're on the ground. Penumbra, are you gonna release the darkness so that people can see, or
no, I'm just gonna shape it around so that the people in the near vicinity, can see better.
okay, got it. So you're just lowering it down towards yourself.
Yep.
Okay. Triage lifeline. You can see Vega, the giant aura that he has again, fucking ramped around him.
Crack.
I will turn towards where I'm assuming you still have me in darkness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure, like, I'll look towards where, like, I guess I'll just look around, like, Gabe, I'm gonna need you to not do this right now.
Listen, there's a lot happening right now, and I need you to calm down.
I'm gonna stand up and go, I just tackled the shit out of Terraform. The time to calm down was when I was on that train and he kind of fucking blew it. So I'm gonna
Very
really
true.
not do this right now.
He's about to have to fight Terraform.
Bro, Terraform is probably like laying on his back like, holy fucking shit.
He's having a Vegeta
Yeah,
moment.
did not expect that shit to happen.
Yeah,
He's laying in the water.
I'm gonna casually
Just like
push Carmine forward towards Vega.
Vega.
Did
This
you guys know about the fucking carbon monoxide, whatever the fuck poisoning? Did you guys know?
we just found out last
Wow.
night.
Cool. Wow. Good job on your. I'm gonna look over at Carmine. I know Carmine went with dice, right?
We all know Carmine went with dice, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, suck up.
I'm gonna look at Carmine and go. So, you're a hero now, and you let people die? Is that just how the fucking system works?
I can't
Glad I never-
save everyone, Vega. No one can.
No, but you can at least try.
I do try. I
Man,
try
that
every
is
day.
the same argument I've heard 1,000 times over, huh?
I
Oh
know.
god, Penumbra.
Yeah,
Save them
dude.
all.
We're like looking
Oh,
at
wait.
him, we're on the same fucking page of just listen. If there was actually some fucking confirmation about any attempts to stop this, but no. Wait, you guys know? So who's doing it? Who's on the case? Anybody?
Vega. I am
Who's
trying.
trying to stop this?
I am.
You
We
are.
are.
So making you do it?
Let me ask you this, Vega. What is you doing this here doing to stop it? How is you holding a train hostage and attacking one of the few heroes in Dice that is actually doing to stop it?
He is
How is
doing
this
nothing
helping
to stop it. He just told me he's doing nothing to stop it.
He is. I am. Not
I'm
everyone
looking at
is.
him. Can you listen? Can you hear? I just said he is doing nothing to stop it. His own words were that he was doing nothing to stop it.
Vega,
Also,
there's
can I get a
things-
villain point for punching the shit out of fucking Terraform?
Yeah.
Woo! I'm becoming more and more of a threat as we continue on this
You
terrible.
are becoming more and more like me.
Yeah. Oh, shit, that would actually rock Vega. He fucking deflates when you say that.
Yeah.
Visibly, like, just all the anger just drops, and that he's gonna like kind of not dump, but let the energy go. Takes
Vega.
the helmet off, drops it, and he goes, "Carmen, my dad got killed today."
I'm so sorry to hear that, Vega. Your dad. I
My
honestly
dad was
consider-
killed because Dice doesn't have the people to do its job, right? That's the excuse they're running around with currently, right?
That is the excuse.
We don't
And-
help people.
And I look at Carmine, but they have somebody to go stop a train. Because I sat there long enough for it to happen. I needed to hear any kind of reason to join you guys, to help you. Because I do want to help you. But every fucking time we've heard about DICE or what they've done, they have been nothing but a shining example of what they aren't doing. They keep saying there's something out there they're doing, but what is it? So I'm going to ask you to let me go and do this on my fucking own.
Vega,
I'll help you,
Vega.
but I can't
Vega.
be with you or fucking DICE anymore.
Vega, it's
Vega,
me.
you just
Triage.
punched the leader of DICE.
Yeah, and I'll fucking do it again if he ever gives me the chance. Because he has shown that if I'm enough for his attention, then all the deaths around him are something that he can't handle right now. So I'm gonna go do what I've been doing. I'm gonna go save people on my own fucking terms.
And what about the ones you can't save? What about the ones that you doomed to die because of the things you're doing now? You expect DICE to be responsible for every death that occurs in this
No,
city.
I expect
but
DICE
you
to live up
won't-
to their own fucking promises. Because DICE says that they will be responsible for helping people.
Listen.
We do
Listen,
help people,
Vega.
Vega. We can't save everyone. You're hurting
Vega,
right now.
Vega, I'll
And
go
DICE
with you.
isn't perfect. But I'm trying.
I'll help you.
Resist.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, we're bigger?
Why is it bigger? Why is it bigger? Damn it!
I don't give a shit.
Well, I beat it anyways.
No spirit.
Like, absolutely.
God damn, all y'all.
Everybody just fucking exploded except for Gabe. He still beat the board. Yeah, no
Didn't
spirit.
explode.
Did
We
nothing.
just all
Last
No,
right
it's
here.
fun. They just all have D20s
even worse?
and bigger.
I just see y'all just see me walk up and with my hands in my pocket.
Technically, I'm the only one who can see
Alright,
anything right now. They can sense stuff, but they can't see anything.
Yeah, so you're
It's
just in
darkness.
darkness, kind of wandering about.
So
Yeah, you just kind of walked
in.
into darkness.
That's fine. I'm reaching my hands out
Yeah.
for a
Wait.
reason.
Okay. Novsevere is doing what now?
No spirit doing
Nothing.
nothing.
It's
Yeah,
nothing
It's
right now.
absolutely
Okay.
nothing.
You guys
so.
resisted it pretty well.
So, like I've been trying to say, Vega, listen, I'm with you. I'll help you, and I'll help keep the damage down.
Carmine? There. That's what I'll do. I'll have triage.
I'll help you guys where I can. Because I want to get to the bottom of this too. And I'll admit, DICE ain't what it cracked up to be. It's nowhere near as powerful as it was or influential when Captain Lankinier was here. But I am working to change that.
I
Me
still don't
and a few
trust
good
them.
others.
What
I
they've
don't
done to you
completely
guys.
trust them either. But they're a valuable resource.
You know I can guide him, right? I'm just observing at the moment. I can influence this in whatever way I want, but
I'm gonna look at all of them and go, alright. I can't see you guys. So I just like look at Penumbra. Can you just make it not so dark right here?
Gabe,
I'm gonna give
I can
him
see
vision.
everyone, but I think it'd
yeah,
be
you
good
can do
for
that,
us to
can't
see
you?
each other
Yeah, I
in
can.
this little
Yeah.
family reunion.
Alright, I'm gonna look over at Carmine and go, listen. Well, actually, what is our so what happens now, right? Because I can't work with DICE, obviously. I just punched Terraform. There's no way in hell they're gonna let me on that fucking crew.
I'll see what I can do. I have a lot more pull than I used to at DICE. I mean, they trust me with this guy after what he did.
I look over at the fucking game and I go, I don't even know how you got. You know what? It's good seeing you again. I really hope you're not evil anymore.
I help people where I can.
This isn't the circumstances I wanted it to, but it is good seeing you all again.
All right,
This is
so
the first time the group's all been back.
The
Yeah.
gang's all here.
so what's the plan now? Because DICE is gonna be.
Roll a 1d4.
Wait, what the hell? Why am I rolling a 1d4 for?
That's right.
My D4 disappeared. Where did it go?
Oh, vanished into the ether. So I guess it'll be me, Triage, doing our own things while you two deal with dice.
Yeah.
I wonder who's lucky number 4.
1, 2,
It's penumbral.
3. It is penumbral. Um,
That's me. He can't connect to me. I'm literally above everyone.
You're above everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
float
floats in
when
the
you do
air.
that?
Yeah.
Oh.
he has tentacles.
Well, then who? Why? Well, so who would be number 4?
I've been watching him wander around in the darkness.
Yeah, so it ought to be Triage, or it'll be Carmine, right?
Well, so 1, 2, 3 is Vega Triage Lifeline. 4,
Hmm.
if it's not penumbral,
I mean, if you want him to connect to me, I don't know what it would do.
no, it's not you.
It just makes zero sense for why it would. So.
Yeah, no, it's not you. It's Terraform.
He's here?
How is he just in
I
the
think
darkness?
I stopped him from falling. That makes most sense. If I stopped him from falling while I was...
Oh, fuck. Terraform's here? How long has Terraform been here?
Terraform got here pretty much around the same time as Lacerate, and
Oh, cool.
been-
So,
yeah, heard most.
We missed our scheme.
Yeah.
fucking game didn't tell us shit.
Yeah, I haven't been influencing either way at this moment. I'm just watching. Bystander effect.
No, that's not happening, sir.
Or control. That's
I
really
mean,
good.
he can beat that.
It's a nat 1.
Oh, no.
Oh my
What?
god!
Man,
Lacerate.
Terraform is a
You
failure
have
as a
taken
hero.
Control of Terraform.
Is he a wild card?
Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it's a nat 1.
Oh my
That's
god, he
true.
doubled that one.
What is going on with the fantasy grounds? It's
Lacerate,
affecting us.
you have taken control of Terraform. Terraform is nothing more than a voice in this body.
Terraform is catching more L's than Vegeta.
As I
This guy's a failure as a hero.
as I taken over his
And
body.
as you can feel all of his powers. Like the ground itself feels like you could shape and move it in whatever direction you want. You could
This is
rip
bad.
free the minerals from people's bodies if you so choose.
Hey, that's my thing.
Investigate. Yo, wait. Okay, no, this. Well,
She was unyielding rage, and you can just hear Terraform his skull screaming at you.
How
Did he ever
long
make
is
his?
this
Did he ever make
power?
his shaken check, or is he still shaken?
No, that was on the way back.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna be like, "What's up, bud?" mid brain conversation. What's up?
Yeah,
bud?
He's
no,
just
he's
gonna
just
keep
screaming for you
Terraform.
to let free.
No, let me see something.
He fucking
How
laughs.
far does your powers reach? let me.
I'm gonna stare directly at Lacerate as he's doing this. So what's the
You
plan
just
now?
you just see him, but in like a purple glow now.
So,
Because
what
I
level
allowed
of
this to
terror
happen.
is
What's the
on your
plan?
document today?
What's up?
So what level
Calcium
of-
count as a mineral?
What does count as mineral?
Calcium
Bone.
should.
Does bone count as a mineral? Let me say
There-
that.
There's calcium inside of it. Why?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I want to see how far his powers reach. Is he able to sense people? Clearly not.
Not
Just-
sense.
He can see in the dark. I've already had this issue with him.
Yeah.
I don't know why he can see in the dark, but he can.
Yeah,
Oh, he was
He's
ground
bone.
sense.
That's why.
he has
He
tremor
basically has
sense.
tremor sense.
Tremor sense, yeah. Ground sense, tremor sense. He has top vision.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
I'm not on the
No,
ground right now, so
Kind of waiting.
I'm
to see
just
what you
fine.
do.
Because I want to see if I
Wait.
can find the guy that raided the factory.
Oh,
Oh,
he was trying to keep his body
Yeah.
long enough to.
I thought you were
raid-
gonna try to fuck
Do
with
so,
me.
yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Find the guy that went to what in the factory.
That pretty much, fucked the factory.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't do that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, otherwise I
Usually
think he would already have
trying to
got
work
to
it
them.
into a way that I could.
I think
Oh,
you-
But
Are you
couldn't
trying
think
to say
of
like
anything.
being in? Are you trying to control him long enough to try and find that?
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Cause like if
Well,
if
you
he
don't
could
have
have
the
if
information.
Terraform could have found the dude already, he probably would have done it like already.
Yeah.
Not because it's like a high or low priority, but just it'd be one less thing to worry about.
Well, you see me guys. Well, I don't think you guys can see me, but I walk up, say, "What's up?"
It's
Technically,
fucking
only him Vega
Terraformer.
can see
I
because
look,
I
I go
sense
like,
two
oh
life
shit!
forces.
Wait,
Right?
wait. It is not him. It's me, Lacerate Kareem. Hold on.
What? Oh shit! You took over. Oh man, we're definitely not getting into dice anymore.
Hey, look, listen. I never wanted to join Dice in the first place.
No, I'm saying that more like out loud to the people when you're around.
Definitely a lot more challenging. I wasn't gonna bring up dice at all when it came to Kareem. It's just a bad idea. Vega, I will try my best.
Okay, so I look at I look up at fucking Gabe. Gabe, can you get me and I guess triage and I guess at this point figure out what to do with I look at like fucking lacerate attached to terraform
Oh,
that
no, I got this.
okay, you got it. I have no idea if you actually got this, but I'm gonna trust you. Could you get as far away
I
from
mean,
here?
I could. Yes.
Will you? Is the better question, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
can you please
I'm
take
actually
that?
down to help. Let's respread the darkness. We actually, I want to engulf the entire city, Tristan.
alright. You need
That's
to be a
I know.
DC of 8.
But I'm gonna use my full ability.
Fuck.
Really?
Oh, fuck.
Really?
That's a 9, right?
Natural one.
That's a 9. It's I think you have to it's a 6. You always do your Betty.
4, 5. Yeah, it's a 9
Alright, so
combined
wins technically.
because this is him forcing the darkness spread.
Yeah, and I'm using the fact that it scales with. Alright.
Yeah. It's not a strong darkness. Don't get it confused for pitch black. all
I
over the
know.
city.
And it's not to get the -6 on anybody. It's just to move people around. So
Yeah, in the center spot, it's still your strong darkness where people can't see anything. But as the darkness spreads, it's more like a night
a
where the
phasing
moon's
fog.
not out. Yeah, it's yeah, the moon is like barely out. The clouds are covering it. People find it hard to see, but it's not impossible if they like were trying to look through things. It's like you could put your hand in front of your face and see the silhouette in the darkness, sort of thing. But it
Okay.
is enough to spread it across the city.
I'm gonna open up a shadow door right next to AMS. So, where would you like to go? You don't have to speak too loudly where the others can hear.
I just say home. And then I'm gonna look at triage. Are you coming with me?
I got your back.
Alright,
I've been just running around. I need a friend.
cool. I grab onto him and he's coming with.
Good.
Terrible stomach
open-
dropping.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just open it below them. Just
Yeah.
drop them straight into it.
Oh, that's terrible.
yeah, drops you right outside your home.
And then I look at, well, Lacerate. Do you want to go anywhere specific in the city?
Send me to the farthest place from a train station.
Yeah, you're gonna need to roll control.
Yeah.
Again? He's making
Yeah.
2 quick rails.
This is a top hero. You guys have gotten lucky because I've just rolled shit. This man repeatedly has gotten shit rolls. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna try it, Benny.
Okay.
I don't want this shit to backfire really bad.
I was just gonna drop him to the
Where-
floor if it does.
Same.
Damn.
I'm just gonna drop him to the floor. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
I'm letting Penumbra know that I'm losing control. Do it now.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
I snap my fingers and drop him.
Yeah.
Just
Last
on the
one.
other side of the city.
The story. It's all Fantasy Grounds controlling it now.
It's been great.
Yeah, no, it has been.
It is
Lacerate,
that
as
mo-
you meld off of the body onto the ground, you fall straight into a shadow door as Terraform lifts up their hand and goes to smash it onto the ground where the hole is at, and then it disappears as you fall away.
Huh?
He was trying to fucking get a
He's trying to grab you, yeah.
punch in, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I sent you away first, though. You survive.
I didn't understand the explanation. That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
You come off the body, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You fell into a shadow door.
You're safe.
Lacerate tried to throw a fist one last time.
Yeah.
Nah.
Terraform tried to throw a fist.
Oh, thank you.
Terraform tried to crush you before you could get away.
That's funny. I'm ooze. So how would that work?
Well, he was just trying to hit the person that was
Yeah.
controlling him.
He'll be fine. He'll find out next episode.
Well,
Yeah, as you fall away, where are you going?
Shit, I don't know what Penumbra sent me to.
Penumbra, where you send him?
I just sent him to the other side of the city.
Where
No,
are we?
no, I didn't think I was gonna have us all together.
You
but I
sent
was
the
able to
one
tie the
guy
plot
who
all
has
together.
no money all the way to the other side of the sea.
Yeah. You wake up on a dock, looking out over the ocean.
Hey, it was spur of the moment to save your life.
You're lucky you didn't end up inside a wall.
I
look
can't send
around.
people inside walls anymore, so it has to be outside. So I can't send anybody. It's not like an actual teleport. It's anywhere my darkness touches, they can
I'm
appear.
gonna go rob a store,
Oh.
Blanchard.
What's up?
I'm gonna go rob a phone store.
Actually, can you just like break a fucking ATM, call it a day?
I could rob an ATM.
So so
Yeah.
It's a
me
mostly
and Carmine
victimless
are just
time.
staring at an angry terraform.
Yeah. Angry Terraform is there, and he looks back up and he goes, "I could hear everything while I was in there.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Get down here.
Ooh.
Proceeding, sir.
Release the darkness. And stop looping the helicopter."
That's right.
So fun!
It's running out of fuel.
I snap my fingers. Lower my tentacles to the ground. Yeah. What a good night's work.
Terraform's like concrete style face, right?
Yeah.
Is there a crack across his face when he got smashed?
He got fucking rocked. Yeah. He got fucking rocked.
Unintended.
Night, huh? Rough night.
I can explain.
Oh,
I
please
can't.
do.
Vanguard is unwell. His father died in those attacks with the carbon monoxide poisoning that we just found out isn't actually carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, I believe he can be a valuable asset in finding out who is truly responsible. I was just assigned that task yesterday, and I have a lead, but I'm going to need him. Not in chains, not in jail, not under house arrest, not being monitored, preferably.
You watch as Terraform moves his head back and forth, and he goes, "You're at the Defense and Intervention Council of Earth." He looks over at you, Carmine, and roll persuasion.
I can.
And he goes, "Captain Lincoln, did he ever show you
Yes, he did. Which is why I understand where you're coming from. I know the work you're doing is important, but the regular people
Important.
don't
Sure.
see it that way. They can't understand. I don't want them to understand what's out there. But we still have a duty to them. We still have to help them on the ground level. And if you guys can't do it, you don't have the manning to do it, then let me. Let us.
He looks over and looks at Penumbral and then back at you, and he goes, "Fine."
You know, we can tell the media that he was brought into the villain reform program. He's working under probation, just like this guy. I know you have an image to preserve, but we plan on keeping his involvement as off the books as possible, if that helps.
I don't exist to the media. They've never seen me.
Let's try to keep that up. Actually,
As Terraform looks over and he goes, "Fine recruits, do whatever you need to. I'm putting you in charge of this." As
Wow. Failed
Fine
promotions.
needs
Woohoo!
to
he
find your
looks over
team.
at Penumbral and then shakes his head and he goes, "In 3 years, we're going to reveal our answer to what's going to happen."
We're reaching the broken masquerade scenario. Awesome.
Another 3 years.
Yeah, that's just how I'm going to time that. That's how I'm going to split art.
Just
Welcome.
sprinkle a little time.
Welcome.
Older and older.
Yeah, we're going to get pretty damn old.
I mean, at this point, apparently Vanguard's strong enough to fuck
Yeah.
the shit out of the top hero. So
Yeah,
I'm a tactical help. I am not a
was it
straight
Mike or
up
Carlos that had
DPS.
powers? Sorry.
Carlos was the one with powers. The youngest. I have it written in the story so far, though, so that you can
Got it.
see it. Yeah, and he goes, "We're going to reveal to the world what is coming. And if it doesn't cause mass panic, if it does not cause world wars, if it does not put everything at risk, then Captain Lincoln Mead's vision might not come."
All I can do is hope.
And he
I
looks
have faith in
over at
Right.
Penumbral and then looks back at you and he goes, "I don't know how to share that vision. I don't know how to show people what Lincoln has showed me, or you for that matter. I don't even know how to explain it, but I know what we need to do. And right now, I just need you to make sure all the civilians can at least trust us."
That is a tall order.
Yes, it is, especially after entropy. But entropy plays a larger part in this, and we can't just.
We'll play the face of the media. We'll get all dressed up in fancy suits. And we will be media dogs.
That, while sounding menacing and completely evil coming from his mouth, I understand his vision, and it's not too far off from what I was planning. Why do you
Or
have
you
to?
can become an idol.
No.
You can sing.
Absolutely not.
As you save people.
Speaking of saving people, this entire area has been blocked up from traffic. You left a trail of destruction when Vega knocked you that way. We're gonna go look and see if there's any injured people who need saving.
You nod
That
his
sounds
head.
like work.
It is work. It's your job. As Terraform walks away, he goes, "Unfortunately, it's not mine."
I'll be sure to do your fair share. Well, Gabe, looks like we're gonna have to take less hours at Glizzy Gobblers, unfortunately.
Yes! Let's go save people!
a sudden and very powerful urge to be a hero. How odd.
Yes, suddenly I think we should take a long while looking for these people. Maybe even into tomorrow.
Jack's gonna get
We'll,
cut again.
we'll have to miss tomorrow, I guess.
Come
So
on.
sad. Missing my first actual day of work. We'll just give a
Okay,
call
we'll just-
to Elena and have her pull extra hours.
She's gonna be mad that I'm out late again.
Well, it's too sad, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, let's get to work.
And that is where we will end the session.
Good shit.
Let's go.
Wonderful
That was
shit.
a
I'm
great.
stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Stop threatening my one off. Gabe's gonna kill
That's
Ellen.
fucking Good.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
It
was
was
a lot
good
for
for
a
day
starting
one.
session.
That whole fucking emotional arc was played by the dice. Thank you. Holy fucking
Yo,
hell.
that was intense as fuck, and they just kept coming, and they kept
Mhm.
coming, and they did not stop coming.
Fantasy
man.
Grounds is like exploding at peak character moments.
I gave Terraform every chance I thought I could to fucking be like, hey, you don't need to do this. And he's like, actually, you do need to do this. You're totally justified, and I'm still gonna try and fight you.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
what it
you-
was. It's like I don't got a reason I can't. And you're right. I know you're right. That's why I used to. He like his story is like the exact same shit of this is wrong. Why the fuck are we not defending
Yeah.
people? And
And he was,
sees
and he
why.
had no way of fucking hell. Like, and Vega started that off with, "I need you to give me a reason to not do this because I obviously don't want to do this." And he was like, "No, in fact, I'm gonna give you a reason to use force now." And it's like, "All right, cool."
Yep.
And it buffed out. I was able to fucking hurt Terraform.
yeah,
Without killing him.
Yeah, I actually could have wounded him. Because when he asked if I could Nova, it would have been fucking this. It would have been D8, not a D10. Holy shit. Plus all of my parry, which would have been fucking insane at that time, because that would have been like easy 30.
yeah, and that would have doubled.
So I would have been able to double wound him probably.
Yeah.
Or at least give him a wound, like shaken into wound, because it would have been so much fucking damage. Because it would have been plus.
Well, I forgot that we were recording. That was so much fun. Side note, this is the end of episode 1 of
You can just
superheroes. Holy shit, that was a lot.
That's good.
That fucking ride. You got over 4 hours of video recording to go through.
Yeah, 3 hours and 53 minutes. Most of that is actually just real stuff. So, if anything, I just have to cut out like some of the King Wars.
Yeah.
And cut out.
My part.
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.